for your patience. I apologize. We are absolutely back. You should start seeing your chat appear over there. Yep, there we go. We're back. Thanks, fellas. I apologize. Okay, so where were we? The point is, we are doing a stream today. Now, there's a little bit to talk about, but there's not a whole hell of a lot to talk about in the news today. I mean, there's a look. There's a lot going on in the goddamn news today, but nothing specifically about video games. We'll talk a little bit about this bullshit, Peter. I mean, let me listen here. You don't need me to tell you how great I am. Let me just fucking tell you how great I am. If I was a typical streamer, I would act like the Peter Parker thing's a big fucking deal. I don't really give a fuck. I don't give a fuck that they changed the face of Peter fucking Parker. The only thing that's even remotely interesting to me about that, if you don't know what I'm talking about, Insomniac released a bunch of very nice looking PlayStation 5 screenshots today for their up-res version and sort of remastered, whatever you want to call it, version of Spider-Man that was on PS4 will now be heading over for the PS5. And suddenly, the Peter Parker looks, I'll show you a picture of him, he looks like Tom Holland. Now, it's not Tom Holland. They don't have the image rights to little Tommy Holland, but, you know, there you go. Here it is right here if you haven't seen this, okay? So this is what the new Peter Parker looks like. Let me go back. Here you go. I'm going to turn on the volume here. All right, so, you know, the top is the remaster. The bottom is old PS4. Whatever. I don't give a fuck. I mean, there you go. Here, you'll see in a second a close-up. Okay, so there we go. So that pretty much is Tom Holland. It's not Tom Holland. It's a new actor. It looks like Tom Holland. Who gives a fuck? Well, apparently a number of people give a fuck. I was thinking about it this morning. I was like, well, I'm playing Ghost of Tsushima right now. I love that game. It's absolutely in my top 5 of the year. It may end up my number 1 of the year, but it's in my top 5. It's so wonderful. And I love the main character. Jin, I think his name is. You really love him, Jeff. You don't know his name. Well, people don't say his name all that often. Go fuck yourself. The point being is I love the main character, and I was like, well, would I be upset if they did a remaster for PS5 and they had a totally new face on this guy? And then I was like, well, I'm not 7, so I guess I wouldn't be upset, and I got on with my goddamn day. So there are people that are claiming they're upset, whatever. The only thing that I found remotely interesting about this is the director of the game, Brian Inthiar. I don't know how to say his last name. He tweets out, well, this is why. Who knows if it's spin or not, but he's just like, oh, we needed a face that matched the voice actor that everybody loves. I don't really know what that means. That's bizarre. And not one Spider-Man PS4 review did I see the critics going, this is a great game, but you know what? It's just the guy's voice coming out of that face doesn't work. So people are like going, this was my favorite tweet. People are basically thinking there's something else going on behind the scenes. Yeah, there probably is. It's called none of your fucking business is what's going on behind the scenes. They don't, where did gamers get the idea that they've earned a seat on the board of every game development company? Listen to this. Daredevil 2003 says, he's Daredevil Stan. So did a fallout happen? I feel like we're getting left out of the loop. Yeah, you motherfucker, you're getting left out of the loop. Guess why? Because you were never in the loop. You weren't invited to be in the loop. You aren't even adjacent to the loop. Your loop is, here's $60, give me something fun. And PS5 is, give me $70, here's something fun. Not in the goddamn loop. I don't understand that. So that's the thing that I find fascinating is people actually give a shit. Alan Smith says, I'll admit the original face made me want to rage quit. Are you serious? You got to be fucking with me. You're telling me this guy's face here made you want to quit playing the Spider-Man. I don't know if I believe you. Are you joking with me, Michael DeLuca? Michael says, I just joined the stream. What's your take on the new face? My take on the new face, Mikey DeLuca, is who gives a living fuck stick? I don't care, frankly. I'm like I said a minute ago, I'm not 6 years old. I think both the faces are fine. I think it's kind of cool. He looks like Tom Holland, even though he's not Tom Holland. The thing that fascinates me is gamers are acting as if they are owed some kind of... It's like one guy was saying, I don't think we're getting the full explanation, Insomniac. It's like, yeah, no, you're not, because it's none of your fucking business. Oh, Captain Hogwash, you're going to hell. Upvote says, thank you. Gamers at some point do get the impression that they have some kind of power and say in what game developers do. They absolutely do have a huge amount of power. It's called being a customer and spending the money. And if people honestly think this is a big deal, they won't buy the game and Insomniac will learn their lesson. What it is, I don't know. It's not like they cast some guy who is like, they're both, average, not average, good-looking dudes that look kind of the same. Who gives a shit? The only complaint, someone's saying, well, he looks younger. He looks younger than Miles Morales. I don't know if I buy that. I think he looks a little younger, but not necessarily. Price Tag says, as a developer yourself, by the way, Price Tag, I appreciate that super chat. He says, how do you feel about the recent reports of crunch within CD Projekt Red? Personally, I think Jason Schreier's article was bullshit. Okay, we are going to talk about that. Price Tag, I appreciate the super chat. I appreciate the question. It's very generous, very kind, very interesting. That is one of the topics that we will be speaking about today in just a few minutes, which is the crunch. I haven't read Jason's article, so I'll bring that up in a second. But anyway, that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. This is, so today is really one of those chats before we play Bloodborne where if you fellas are interested in something that I'm usually not talking about, today's the day. It's kind of like free swim or it's kind of like free period or homeroom. We'll talk about whatever the fuck you want to talk about today because there's not a lot going on. But let's switch gears because our buddy Price Tag comes in. He says, Jeff, here's my ducats. I wants to talk about the crunch. Let me go to Schreier's article. Bloomberg... Jason Crunch. What's that game called? Cyberpunk. Let's see what I haven't read his article. So I know what the story is, but is there something specific in the article? If you don't know what the story is, shame on you for being so goddamn uninformed. But here's what it is. Cyberpunk's already pushed out. I want to say they pushed out back in the day because they said, look, we're not going to do mandated crunch. But now it's come out, they've said, look, to make our release on time, we are absolutely going to have to mandate 6-day-a-week crunch. And if you're asking, what I think about that or what my problem is with that, my answer to that, something is going on. Wait, what is happening? Why is my thing not scrolling? Hang on. There we go, I think. Hang on. Today's a weird day, fellas. Okay. There we go. Hello, NATO. So, my answer to that is I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. Mupo says, can I get an amen for gamers being dickheads? Amen, Mupo. Thank you for the super chat. But no, to go back to our pal, where did he go? Oh, God, this fucking chats. The guy who just dropped some cash money. I appreciate it, sir. Mupo and the other guy, your thing went off the screen. Look, I'm honestly tired of people complaining about crunch in AAA. I've said this before. I'll say it till the cows come home. This is not working at the Hallmark store. This is not working at Highlights magazines for children. This is fucking NFL, big budget, AAA, quadruple A, video game development. These are 100+, well over $100 million investments. And do I think it would be great if developers didn't have to crunch? Yeah, sure. But would it be great if any great product that had ever been made and created didn't have to get, put through a crucible in order to come out the other side with something special? Yeah, that would be great. But that's not how greatness gets done, okay? The only pot people who are opposed to crunch in a really meaningful way have to piss in would be, do I think the employees should be able to get paid more? Sure, if they're worth it, if the employees go to the developer, why is my chat so fucking? I am on live chat. Yes, I'll fix the chat in a second. But if the employees can negotiate a better deal, awesome. I don't believe in unions in video games, but you know what? If they can negotiate a better deal with or without unions, I think that's fantastic. But ultimately, Other than that, if you work for a video game company and you go sign up to work at CD Projekt Red or whatever, or Naughty Dog, and you're acting like, what do you mean I have to crunch? Yeah, that's what you signed up for. I'm sorry, but you're basically playing, like I said, you're playing in the NFL. So sorry that you're getting hit and tackled really hard. But I mean, I'm not being a dick about it. I'm just like, why would you assume anything else? You're working on one of the most anticipated, expensive games around. If you don't like that, I respect that. If you're like, no, motherfucker, I want to go home at 6 o'clock. I want to be there for my kids. I want to put my kids to bed at night. I get it. I was that. That's why I don't do big development anymore. That's why any development right now, but that's why I walked away from God of War and did external. I respect that. I get that. That's a healthy desire. But you don't get both. I'm sorry. This goes back to this entitled bullshit. You don't get both. You don't get to work with the A-team and go on really cool missions all over the world that the military can't solve. But if you can find them and, maybe you can hire the A-team. It's a total tangent for 80s kids. But you don't get to work with the A-team and still act like you're working at a goddamn, Dunkin' Donuts where, it's quitting time. Mr. Slate blew the whistle, time to go home. That's not how great shit gets made 95% of the time. Sorry. Okay? There you go. So that's what I think. Okay. Let me fix the chat. I know the chat's broken. I apologize. Let's see what's happening. So over here, I have God's Warrior saying, what is crunch? And then on this screen, I have this ain't turd-hurting plumber job. It's big leagues. So that's the one on your screen is most... Hang on. This is bullshite. What is going on, Jaffe? What's happening today? Let me just kill that. Hang on. Living Fuckstick is a great... Okay, let me ask you this. I'm going to count to 5. When I hit 5, everybody in the chat just hit the key 5 back. Ready? I want to make sure I'm looking at the right one, then I'll make sure that goes up on the screen. I'm sorry, fellas. Some days it's just like that's how it goes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hit the 5 key. Who's going to hit it first? Anybody? Anybody at all? We are fucked. Oh my God. What is happening? What is the delay? This delay is insane. Okay, hang on, fellas. Oh my God. Okay. No one has even hit 5 yet. What is happening? You all so-and-sos. I don't know what's going on. We'll figure it out. Refresh. No one's even hit the 5 key yet. I got Sweetness saying people don't realize we more than likely wouldn't have these amazing experiences without crunch. No, you're absolutely right. I mean, that's... Omar, thank you for the follow, sir. We wouldn't. We would absolutely not have these amazing experiences without crunch. We would have cool experiences, but we would not have those. And we would not... Like, I'm playing Ghost of Tsushima right now. My goodness gracious. That is a beautiful fucking game. Every hilltop you come over in that game is like, holy cow, this is beautiful. This is emotional. This is evocative. That's not cheap, man. That shit doesn't come cheap. That takes a lot of goddamn work. All right. I don't know what's happening with the chat. This may be one of those chats where it's like, if you want to chat with me today, call in on the Discord. But no one's even doing my thing. I said, Quinn Maurice, thank you. Can you guys, Sinster Pain, thank you. Can you guys even hear me? Can you guys, like, am I screaming into the void? Can somebody hit the 5 key if you can hear me? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so in the meantime, Chango says, below is a tweet from Jason. What's your opinion on pay level of these employees? What's typical salary? I assume higher than $50,000. Honestly, it really fucking depends on where you work. I am looking at Discord, sir. I'm looking at it. I see you doing this. What do you want me to do about it? But $50,000, it depends on what your job is. Some people make that. Some people make a lot less. Thanks, Jeff Frizz. Some people make a hell of a lot more. You know, in the chat, we have Neto saying, as a guitarist, I train 10 hours a day without a salary for myself. Many artists do the same. Designers, writers do the same. Right. But again, I mean, look, if you're paid, I can't use Discord chat instead of YouTube because not everybody's on Discord chat. If you're paid by a company, the only thing I'll say is you have a right, and we'll move on from this subject. If you're paid by a company, you have an absolute right to know what you're getting into. So if you go to Naughty Dog and they say, welcome to, you know, the company, we don't do any crunch. And then they crunch you, it's like, okay, wait a minute, that's utter horseshit. Magic here, thank you for the follow. But if you go to Naughty Dog or you go to CD Projekt Red or you go to Sony Santa Monica, you know what they do. You know what kind of shit that they make. How are you complaining? Just don't go work at companies like that. I don't understand it. All right, let me fix this chat thing really quick because I want to be able to talk to you guys. And you, again, in the meantime, call in on the Discord, but we're going to fix this chat because this has never happened before. I won't put up with it. I won't stand for it. Okay, look how rotten type 5 there. No one in the chat. Okay, the last thing I got over here is Living Fuckstick. Who's this? This is NATO saying YouTube chat is broken completely. Is it broken on other people's streams or is it just broken on my stream? Like, can somebody check that? I'm going to go to, I'm trying to figure out if it's me or if it's the YouTube. If it, you know what, this is fun. This is flying by the seat of our pants, kids. If this doesn't work, we'll find a new way to communicate. Isn't that fun? We'll figure it out. I'll call you on my goddamn cellular phone device. But I want to see if just the normal chat. Stream is fine. Okay, so here we go. Okay, I'm looking at it over here on the YouTube channel. Oh my God, people are typing 5. Okay, here's what we're doing. I'm looking at let me pop this fucker out. Hang on, I got you, kids. Don't worry about it. This is how fucking down with the kids I am. I don't know what I'm talking about. Hang on, I got this. Papa Jeffy has this. Don't you even fucking worry. Don't you even fucking worry about a goddamn thing. All right, here we go. Okay, so this chat over here, I think is correct. So the last guy that said something is, nope, that's really old. That's really old. What is happening in this world? God damn it. Rob says, it's just your YouTube chat. Look at all the people, look how delayed it is. The fuck? I'm sorry, fellas. What is happening? All right, I'm going to try this one more time. There's no reason this doesn't work. Let's fix this, Jeffy. Don't fucking crater, motherfucker. Solve this shit. Okay, I'm trying. This is what I do. I talk to myself in my head. It's very disturbing. Okay. Now I'm seeing all the 5s. The chat is so fucking bugged. God damn it, fellas. I'm real sorry about this. I'm not going to restart the stream. Oh, thank you, Avar. I appreciate it, man. Shut up, Fear Critius, you little fuckhead. Shut up and play the game. Okay, well, here's the deal, fellas. I don't know what's going on with the chat today. So, this is how we're going to do it. This is how we're going to have to do it. I want to see what the delay on the stream is first. Somebody hit me up with the delay on Discord. Rob the Mod, do me a quick favor. When I say the number 5, will you also say the number 5 on Discord? And let's just see. Okay, here we go. Let's see how the stream is doing. Rob the Mod, 5. Now I'm going to count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. This is such boring bullshit. Wait, you guys are doing it on that channel. Okay. You're doing it on the main channel. Everyone's doing it, not just Rob the Mod. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. I can't help the YouTube chat today. I don't know what the fuck is going on. It's all kinds of broken and it can go fuck itself. So in the meantime, here's what we're doing. If you want to talk to me, get yourself into the Discord, and today will be a call-in show. And maybe when we take the break before we play Bloodborne, we can solve this problem. I honestly don't really know what exactly is happening. So, but if you guys want to call in, we can talk. But yeah, we're getting a terrible delay in the chat, and I don't really know why. Okay, but that's where we're at, folks. That's how it is, man. Okay, so what are we talking about? So we talked about crunch. Like I said, I don't care, honestly. At this point, I don't care. I appreciate that, Soap 1000. Thank you for the follow, sir. I don't care at this point about crunch, because if you sign up for a company and they tell you it's a crunchy company and then you get upset, fuck you. Nothing you can do about it. Let's talk about this. We've talked in the past about people being upset about the social justice and how I consider myself a proud social justice warrior, okay? I am very happy with the idea that people are being nicer to each other. They're being kinder to each other. How can you not like that? How can you complain about shit like that? However, there are still times when we need to be able to be bawdy and sexy and violent and over the top, as long as it's kind of equal opportunity. They're making a new TV series based on Conan. Now, if you've read Conan the Barbarian, which I have, the original stories, those stories are sexy. There's lots of naked ladies. There's lots of sex going on. I'll be honest with you, too. Some of those stories, it's disturbing. It's not written like pedophilia, but there's definitely underage children in those. Not like 8-year-olds, but their age of consent back in the Sumerian days is very different than here we are in America. But I'm just saying that, and I certainly wouldn't want to see that on the show, but I hope when they make this show that they embrace the source material, because part of what's fun about Conan is he's a goddamn barbarian. It's not Conan the fucking PC guy. It's not Conan the politician. It's a guy who's a goddamn barbarian who sees a sexy lady and says, I want to fuck that. Now, he's not a rapist. He's still, it's consensual. All the women want to be with the Conan. But the point is, the books by Robert E. Howard embrace the fuck out of that. And they're fun because of that. They are not aspirational, not that you want to be a dick to people. Certainly you don't want to be a dick to women and whatnot, but just that kind of part of, I think, every human, male or female, that's got that kind of alpha energy that says, I relate to and aspire to every day in my life, being able to have a good balance between being kind and considerate and sensitive, and also embracing and being proud of the animal side of me and keeping those things in check and in balance. I hope this series absolutely does that. Yes, I can see the chat. Let me ask you a question. Would you guys rather me at least put the Discord chat up on the stream? Would that be something that would make your nether regions tingle? If it would, I'm happy to take care of you that way. I'm happy to bring you up on the chat that way. Fine. I'll do that. Let's set that up for you guys. Here we go. I will do whatever you need, 'cause I'm a nice guy. That's the truth. It's not a lie. Do. Okay, hang on. Okay, and then we'll do this, fellas. We like to think on our feet, 'cause it's fun to do, and nothing's wrong with doing that. And all the girls say it makes you sexy. What are you talking about, Jaffe? I'm talking about a song. Hang on. Okay, there we go. That at least is better, right? That's acceptable, at least. Okay, so now I can see you guys. If you want to chat, feel free to chat on the Discord. I apologize about the chat not working on the YouTube today, but it's really, you know, as Han Solo likes to say, it's not my fault. I don't know what the fuck's going on. Okay. Yeah, this is Rob the Mod's plan to pump up the Discord numbers. There you go. Let me get this a little bit better adjusted here. Hang on. Okay. I'm bothered nobody liked my song. Whatever. Mr. B just slid into the server. Welcome, Mr. B. Good to see you, sir. Okay. So, anyway, there's Conan the Barbarian. Somebody in the chat says, Jaffe, I think Conan the Barbarian needs to be retired. You know, you're not terribly wrong. I mean, Conan's cool, but at this point, it's like Buck Rogers or Flash Gordon. If you have a really great take, yeah, it's not like Conan the Barbarian has a real following. Like, oh shit. I mean, even Indiana Jones at this point, it's like, you know, I think things move so fast in media these days that if you don't make something within 5-10 years of its last meaningful appearance in pop culture, you may as well create, you know, something else, right? If you paused your porn downloads, YouTube chat would work. Again, Dark Soul, we've had this conversation before. I don't understand people who download pornography. I don't have, you are welcome to search my computer, sir. I have never downloaded porn in my entire life. Never done it. Have I looked at porn? Of course. Absolutely. What the fuck am I downloading it for? This is the same mentality of gamers who are like, I gotta own my game. I don't want to fucking have a sub-service. Let me tell you something. If I'm willing to never own Wasteland and just stream it, you goddamn right. If I want to look at some Sasha Grey, I know it's aging me. I'll take a look at Sasha Grey and then I'll get on with my goddamn life. I don't download that shit. God's Warrior says, don't look at porn. Oh, shut up, God's Warrior. How can you be God's Warrior and you don't want people to look at porn? Hello, MSMC91. So anyway, whatever. Today's a weird day, you guys. We're going to have fun with the game. But, you know, what do you want to talk about? Let me show you what I got lined up. And there's this. I don't care about that. I don't care about this. I mean, hey, there's the new girl they got playing Miss Marvel. That's pretty cool. They're making a Miss Marvel show on Disney. She looks pretty much like she'll be good for the character. I think that's pretty fucking cool. Let's go to my Twitter. Guys, if you're new to this stream, I promise you, this is not a normal stream. This is not a normal stream. Today is weird. All kinds of shit is happening. And it's just, I apologize. You deserve better. There's Randy Orton, the lady who put the tattoos on Randy Orton's body, is now suing Take-Two and saying to Take-Two, it's like, hey, you can't put him in your video game without paying me for the art on his arm. That was interesting. I don't want to talk about it, though. I'm not cranky today. I'm just kind of like, you know, whatever. I will talk about this. I'll talk a little bit about Japan. Holy shit, we got the Gaming and Gabbing up there. People are like, Jaffe, you're having a nervous breakdown. I don't know why I'm trying to sound like Christian Slater all of a sudden. Hang on. Let's get these. Boop, boop, boop. We'll come back to that later. Boop. Okay. Let's talk about Japan real quickly. Japan, people have, okay, I'll talk about the debate in a minute, but let's do this first. Japan people have a tendency to fetishize Japan. And I've been to Japan twice. I've loved it. One time was vacation. One time was for Sony business. Both times were fantastic. Don't worry, ZX1. It make it difficult for you. Don't make it difficult for me. Okay. Love Japan. It's great fucking place. I know a lot of people in America. I don't know what they're called in America. They're not called otaku. That's in Japan. But there's a lot of people in America that absolutely fetishize Japan like it's just this magical place. And it's like, well, it's a country. It's got its ups. It's not. But it's cool. But you know what, though? And maybe it's just because I haven't been there in a while. But the more and more stories I see about Japan, there is weeaboos. Okay, there is just stuff that they do over there that just seems so much more fun. It seems so much more. And Stefan says he lived there for 6 years. You tell me, Stefan, if I'm right about this from an American perspective. So these are 3 stories relatively recent of what's happening in Japan that makes me go, man, we don't do shit like that in America. Now, maybe we do, and I'm not aware of it. Like it's so it's so baked into the cake of what it means to live in America, you don't notice it. But okay, so this is the train stations in Japan. They're celebrating 35 years of Mario. The two biggest train stations in Japan have these massive fucking displays of Mario and all the boxes hanging from the walls. Every train station you go to, you can get a stamp of every Mario universe and everything to, like, Donkey Kong, what was the Frozen tropical goddamn game, all the way to like the late, Luigi's Mansion 3. And if you collect all the stamps at all the train stations, you can like upgrade them and trade them in for prizes and shit, right? It's the greatest thing in the world? No, but it's just out in the world you see this kind of charming stuff. Boom. You guys have seen this. Everyone's seen this. They literally have a giant Gundam anime robot that is moving. It's still attached to a scaffold right now. I believe the goal is to actually have this goddamn thing walking, but you can watch video already of this giant life-size Gundam that is literally able to lift and move and turn its head and do all kinds of things, right? Boom. Look at this. The manholes in Japan have goddamn Pokemon on them. You can go around to different parts of Japan and find manholes that have fucking Pokemon, beautiful fucking Pokemon drawn all over them. So here's my question. Muggin says Japan does some really good stuff like life-size Godzilla they're making. Yes, that's true. Stefan says he lived in Japan for 6 years. He says Japan is a very special place, even when you live there for a foreigner. It truly is unique. I often regret leaving. Okay, right. So I wonder about that. I wonder about, if I were to go back, look at this. When did Japanese women have their first kiss? I told you today is going to be a weird stream, fellas. I don't have a lot of game news today, okay? So I'm pulling this out of my butthole. But when did Japanese women have their first kiss? Who wants to guess? I'm looking in the chat right now at the goddamn Discord. When do you think Japanese ladies get their first kissing? That's what I want to know. I'm going to guess the first time a Japanese woman does a kiss is going to be... she's going to be 19. I'm going to take the first... Okay, we got 16, 17, 69, 27, 12. Okay, here we go. The first time a Japanese girl gets her first kiss, I'm going to say it's 19. Let's see what you guys... Hey, 19 of 47 prefectures. The three oldest average ages were tied for the oldest at 19, followed by 18.7. Okay. Yeah, look at me. I know what I'm talking about. Isn't that interesting? My Japanese ex, says Stefan, says she gave her ex-boyfriend blowjobs at school when she was in high school. That's, there you go. They're liars. You think they're liars? Really? Goodness gracious. He Googled it. Oh, I mean, it's here on this. You're planning on moving to Japan for a year, says Mario. That's great. I loved being in Japan. I really enjoyed it. I went over twice. It was very, very cool. It's very clean over there. Although somebody in the chat says it smelled like poo. I didn't find that. I thought it was a very nice, welcoming, warm country. Okay. What's this? Nothing. Don't care. All right, listen, fellas. Here's the deal. Because it's a weird-ass stream today. It's the last time I'll say it. I'm not going to apologize. I can't help that the goddamn chat's not working. Hello, Jeff Batista. I can't help that. I wish I could. But so here's the deal. Today, I will talk about, for the next hour or so, whatever you guys want to talk about. So if you've tuned in to hear game news and game geek chat, I'm there for you. There's just not a lot going on, but I am here for you. Let's hang out. You can have some of my candy. You can have some of my bubble gum, and we will talk about whatever the fuck. Oh, I can't be on the screen, can I? We will talk about whatever the fuck you guys want to talk about. If you want to discuss, anything and everything, hit me up. Okay, so people are saying in the Discord, they I don't know what that is. Somebody just followed or did something. If somebody's super chatting or something, I don't know. I have no idea what you just did. Yeah, YouTube chat is not working today. So if you're watching and you want to send me a super chat, I appreciate that. save it for tomorrow. If you want to follow, I totally appreciate that. But I can't know that you followed today. Hey, look at that, Tetragon. You guys, okay, Tetragon is in the chat on the what's it called? The Discord. Tetragon is a goddamn games programmer. I should have him call in. We should do an interview with the games programmer. I worked with this guy over at Bartlett Jones. He is one of my favorite gameplay programmers because he was always up for anything. There's two kinds of gameplay programmers. They're both important. They're both good. This particular guy, I'm not going to say his name until he tells me I can tell you what his name is. This particular guy is the kind I like to work with in a lot of ways, although producers are kind of like, oh shit. Because he'll just be like, I'll be like, hey, I got this idea for this enemy who blows boogers out of his butthole. He's like, no problem. And he's a gamer and he'll fucking do it and he'll make it better because he's a gamer and he knows games. And then some people who are more production minded, not that he's not, but that are much more buttoned up will be like, okay, I need a goddamn plan for that. What the fuck is he doing? So you got to have a balance on a team. And he was always a good guy to have on the team. A, because he was talented. B, because he was a good guy. And C, because genuinely he was that guy you could go to who would be willing to just let's fucking throw spaghetti at the wall and find the fun. Because part of game making is production, planning, experience of scheduling. And part of it is throwing your fucking balls out in the wind, and going, we got to fucking find the fun. You're on a hunt for fun like a goddamn hunter with a net going around looking for that shit. And you need both types. You need the types that make sure that the horses and the nets and the guns are there for the hunt. And you also need the types that when they're out there, they're relentless motherfuckers. Fun fact, says Stefan, sex and relationships are thought of very differently in Japan. So far, that's not a very fun fact. I hope the next sentence makes up for your poor, unfun first sentence. Second sentence is more like a transaction. Nope. Still not there, pal. People divorce themselves emotionally from sex compared to other countries. Okay. Jaffe, who on the team sucked? We did not have anyone on the team who sucked, and we just didn't. We hired really good. Well, we had a really good team, actually. But what type of team members are bad? Okay, it's a good question. What type of video game team members are bad? I would say the ones that you know what it is? It's the ones that are either too rigid or too free flowing. Because making video games, especially, any game, but certainly when you're dealing with teams of more than 3, it is a big spinning plate balancing act. And you need people who are able to be crazy and fun and creative and outside the box thinkers. And they somehow need to be able to be that and enough of practical and pragmatic, because I've been with developers that have been too far outside the box and they're brilliant, but nothing gets done. And I've been with developers that are way inside the box and they ship on time, but it's uninspired and it's boring. So you need that blend. And so when you say, what is the worst kind of game developer? It's someone that falls too far on either side. I think you need someone who definitely has a strength, but they need to at least have an appreciation for the parts of the business and parts of the production process that you don't have. Is Kojima inside the box? That's an interesting question, Brian. Creatively, Kojima's not even aware there's a box. And sometimes that's good and sometimes that's bad. My understanding, though, is that he has a pretty good producing partner. I don't think Kojima, I could be wrong, but I don't think Kojima's the guy who's cracking the whip in terms of details of production. I don't think Kojima extends schedules all that long. I don't think Death Stranding was a very long production. I think it shipped on time. Yakov says, Jaffe? Oh, fuck you, Rathy. Rathy says, that's a long-winded answer. I am spitting wisdom, motherfucker. I am sitting here without a goddamn YouTube chat. We are making do. We are making do. Yeah? And I'm doing that, and I'm answering important questions about the video game business and industry. Yeah, that's too long. I don't like answers that are that long. Is Bloodborne still happening? Jesus. Yes, it's still happening. What's the name? Hey, this guy's name is what the fuck? Optimus Fine. Oh, I get it. Optimus Fine. What's the name of the chat, sir? What's the name of the stream, sir? Where are you at, pal? What do we call this little show? Optimus Fine. Then I'll answer your question. Did you guys see Ron Paul have the stroke on camera? I'm not laughing. It's terrifying. Jaffe, I have a question, says Yakov. Why everybody have their panties in a bunch over thank you for whatever that is, money, follow. I know I got a sound. I don't know what it means. Oh, we can put it up on the stream though. Hang on. We can put it up on the stream. Okay. Somebody give me some money so I can know if it works. Somebody follow me. If you're watching the chat right now and you're not subscribed to the YouTube channel, you can unsubscribe right away. I mean, I care. I'd love for you to stick around, but go ahead and do it just to make sure this fucking works. Because I want to know. Oh shit, come back. I'll tell you what. Hang on. I'm going to read your panties in a bunch. I care. I'd love for you to stick around, but go ahead and do it just to make sure. I don't know what that was. I don't have a fucking clue what that was. That's my voice, but I don't know why. Streamlabs, where you at? Streamlabs? Oh, okay. Why is it not happening? It's, thank you guys, but it's happening there. What? Oh my God, Suki Panda. Thank you, Suki Panda. Oh, what's happening? Hang on, Dave Vera, good Dave Vera. Okay, what is that thing called? Streamlabs, down here. And I'm such a moron with this shit. Okay, Streamlabs should be here. Oh, I know what it is. I'm a goddamn maroon. Hang on. I'm a maroon. Boom, boom, boom. All right, it should work now. I apologize, fellas. Okay, so he says, look, Jeffy, I have a question. Why is everybody having their pantyhose in a bunch over Sony? Yeah, Afro Rally, thank you so much for that super chat, sir. I appreciate it very much. Boom, we got it working. Thanks, Afro Rally. Very kind. Did you ask a question? He just said test. Thank you for paying for a test, sir. Uzman, thank you, sir, for the follow. Holy cow, Skylar Boss, thank you for the sub, sir. But again, okay, it works. Only sub now if you want to sub. Don't unsub, please. I want you to be here, but only if you want to be here. Let's get to Yakov, you guys. He's feeling bad. He says, Jeffy, I have a question. Yeah, what's up, sir? He says, why is everybody having their pantyhose in a bunch over Sony not showing the UI or any new info? First wave pre-orders sold out. They want to generate interest for the second wave. That's when we get new info. Am I wrong? Look, I don't know if you're... Thank you, Dennis Kelly. I don't know if you're right or wrong. What I know is there is a... Thank you, Tortured Soul. There's a silence coming from Sony PR. It may not make a bit of difference. Look, gamers want, understandably, this is not an insult, gamers want every piece of data they can get because it's their hobby, it's their passion. So they're going to, you literally have gamers, as I kicked off the opening of the stream talking about the Peter Parker face, going, hey, Brian at Insomniac Games, I need the details on Peter Parker's face change. Gamers will take whatever you can give them and they'll take it happily as long as it's, really decent news because they love that shit. But the idea of like the UI and all that stuff, I don't think Sony needs to reveal any more than they're revealing, but it would be nice. It is. The only thing I would say is this. It's out of character for them, I think. I would have to go back and look at the PS4 reveal and how often they drop data post-reveal. Maybe they're like, dude, this is always the cadence. But it may just be that Microsoft now is coming on so strong with their announcements that it makes Sony sound quiet. Or it may be, no, Jaffe, I've looked at the PS4 reveal. When they did their first unveiling in New York City, every 2 weeks it was boom, here's the interface, here's how backward compatibility didn't work, you know what I'm saying? Here's how game share works, here's how the PSN store looks. I don't know. But I do think for sure that the more data they can give them, the better. But yeah, the pre-orders are sold out. But look, anybody looking at sales figures for the holidays, at least leading up to November, it's useless. Everything's going to sell out. I love the Oculus Quest. I don't think it's really viable at the moment. Oculus Quest was sold out all over the place. So I think to say, oh, it's a huge success, you got to wait till Christmas shopping season and really into the second quarter of the new year to actually get a sense of sort of what the gamers are saying. Is the server really run by Jaffe, who created the Twisted Metal? No. Yes. No. I'm not telling you. Sony has their stuff in a row, says Sweetness. I just wonder why we haven't seen any real gameplay from the Series X that isn't old games. Well, what would they show you? Are you talking about like you want to see Call of Duty? You want to see Valhalla? I mean, I agree. I agree with that. I think it is a little unusual that you haven't seen anything but old games on the X. But I mean, I think you would have to get. Yeah, it's a good question. It's a good question. Why not Activision, Ubisoft, it's coming out with Valhalla day one, is not letting you see gameplay on the X? I don't know. I have no idea. Okay. Not you, Brian. It was a different Brian. Brian, the director of the creative director. Did you ever make a bad game? Said God Warrior. And if you make a bad game, do you know it's bad before you release it? That's a great question. Have I ever made a bad game? Yes, every game I've made is bad and every game I made is brilliant. You can't ask me that. That's like asking, I'll answer your second question, but that's like asking which kid is best, which kid is your favorite. I love them all. Do you know a game is bad? Well, no, before you release it, because you don't think about it like that. You love what you're doing or you wouldn't be doing it for the most part. I will tell you that the biggest failure I've had financially and critically has been the last game we worked on, which was Drawn to Death. Now, Drawn to Death, I remember sitting in the room at Bartlett Jones with like 4 of us. We had to come in late one night to figure out some online thing. And we were like going, hey, let's play, guess the Metacritic score. And, it was all over the place. People were, everybody was like going from like really terrible to really high. And it was interesting because all the focus groups we had done on Drawn to Death all over the world, we didn't just do them in the West, all over the world were really good to great, right? And even the stuff the critics hated, which was the humor, amongst other things, rated really well, really good. John, thank you, sir. And so when Drawn to Death was about to come out, I didn't know if it was going to be a big hit or a miss, but I did not think it was going to get savaged. So the last game I worked on, which is the worst received game I've ever worked on, absolutely not. We did not put that out with a sense of, fellas, this sucks. We know it sucks. We know the critics are going to hate it. Let's fucking move on with our lives and see what's next. It was not that at all, at least for me. Now, Vera's in the chat, who was one of our senior programmers on it, who was the main gameplay programmer. And, I won't take offense, but I mean, I don't know, Vera, if you're still in the chat, did you feel when we made that game that there was a sense of this is crap, or this is a problem, or it's going to get savaged? Or were you surprised by the reaction? Kaiden says, why Drawn to Death would be bigger. I don't know if that's the proper language. I don't know what you're saying. Stefan says restrictions often lead to better work. The complete lack of restrictions with Death Stranding are a good example of what can happen. I think another good example is the Star Wars prequels. I think Lucas does the Star Wars prequels, and it's like, if you watch the behind the scenes with Rick McCullum, who was the producer, he was so deferential to George Lucas. And yeah, okay, Lucas is the big cheese, blah, blah, blah. Fine. But end of the day, though, you don't need to surround yourself with yes men. I had people on Drawn to Death that told me no a bunch. I had people I disagreed with. I appreciated that. It drove me crazy because, of course, every idea I have, even if it's not my idea, if I'm pitching it from someone else on the team, I want people to say we love it. But when they don't, you take that after your ego is like, oh, God damn it, and you go, that's appreciated. So Tetragon, who is Dave Vera, who's one of our programmers, says, Drawn to Death was fun, but I knew there were issues, mainly the network matchmaking model we chose. Well, there you go. So Vera didn't say shit. Vera didn't tell anybody nothing, and look where we're at now, Vera. Thanks, pal. I'm sure you probably said something many times. Vera, that's another good trait of a developer, by the way. That you're not a fucking, quiet. You can be quiet, but you speak up. And you talk about things and you say, this is working, this is not working. And it's If you're at any company, but if you're certainly at a creative company and your bosses are like, they don't want to hear that, start working on your resume. I mean, again, even when I did want to hear it, they still had to start working on the resume. But I'm just saying, you want to be careful of a company where the bosses only want to be surrounded by yes men. George Lucas with restrictions, says Stefan, made Star Wars. Lucas without made something different. That's right. That's right. So Jaffe says, Rathy, would you ever do an interview with IGN reviewer who gave the game a 4 out of 10? Yeah, sure. Jaffe, this isn't working. This isn't working. What? I don't understand, Rob the Mod. NATO says, Jaffe, I have a feeling that even the worst head, ban that little fucker. Come on now, Jimmy old so-and-so. I have this feeling even the worst game I ever played is still a great game. Maybe because I love the nature of what games are. I don't know. But even with mini games, wait, okay, so I'm doing a video right now about 10 things people never knew about Drawn to Death. Not Drawn to Death, God of War. And one of them is, believe it or not, 3DO. Remember they did the Army Men games and all that shit? Inspired aspects of God of War. And they did because a couple of reasons you'll see in the video, but part of it is, yeah, every game, even if it's bad, has something to teach you. It has something that you can learn from. Let me take this off the screen, make sure we got that guy banned. You old knucklehead. Thank you, Rob. I appreciate you kicking that little fuckhead off. If you're watching the stream, like it, you fook, says Bukaki. That's goddamn right. Bukaki says, did she just eat cereal out of her asshole? She may have. What's your position on loot boxes and how companies like EA and 2K have their games rated E despite them being gambling simulators? Says, is it Scene or Sean? Here's the deal. I'm going to put that up one more time. And I'm not going to put a delay on. But if you guys keep hitting me with the porn, that's okay. I'll just take it off and it'll be less entertaining. But here's what I'll say. If you're going to put porn on my stream, then you know what you should do? You should have the stones to get on the Discord and call me and let's talk about it. If you're going to run the risk of the stream getting a violation, that's okay. I appreciate that's the stakes of a game you want to play with me. But at least have the balls to then get on the Discord, voice party chat, and I want to chat with you about it. Can we make that deal? Hopefully. What's your position on loot boxes? So, look, I'm a guy that likes mystery boxes. I like going to toy stores and comic stores, and a lot of this shit you see behind me is directly things I got from blind boxes, like, you know, horror characters. You don't know which one you're going to get, blah, blah, blah. I enjoy that part of it. I don't like it in video games when it affects gameplay. I'm okay if it affects cosmetics, right? So the idea, though, of it being a gambling simulator, I mean, that is a very subjective, and I mean literally subjective statement. Because the courts have looked at a number of these things, and depending on the state you're in, there are different definitions of what gambling is. And somebody alerted me to like the Pokemon cards, and there was a lawsuit about Pokemon cards, and I think it was California, which then set the precedent for other states on this issue, that said you aren't hitting the degree when you're buying a pack of Magic cards or Pokemon cards of what we define as gambling in order for us to say that shouldn't be sold to kids. But if maybe that lawsuit would have been filed in Georgia, perhaps it would. But I think what you're really talking about is if you're saying you feel it's gambling, do I think it's gambling, and thus it shouldn't be marketed to kids? I don't think it's gambling. I really don't. I think any more than I think buying Magic cards, Pokemon cards, baseball cards, Cracker Jack boxes, or mystery blind boxes at the comic store is gambling. I think that's a fun thing to do. But I respect that you don't. I know not everybody feels that way. And that's fine. But I'm used to that kind of, you know, I'll tell you what, I started walking around Comic-Con about 5 years ago, about 5 years ago around Comic-Con, I started seeing people literally carrying these big boxes. It started with Minecraft, physical boxes. And one of the most popular things a bunch of the vendors at Comic-Con on the show floor sell now are literally blind boxes. They will take stuff from their store, dolls, action figures, comic books, video games, and they'll be like, look, here's a $20 box, a $40 box, an $80 box. Thank you, Proto. I appreciate it, sir. If you buy it, you don't know what you're going to get. Those are really popular. People like that. I don't think it's a problem, but if you do, I respect that. We got any more porn? Thank God we don't. All right, but if we do, we'll get rid of it. Displaying porn to minors is a serious crime. It should be, absolutely. Hacky Gunther says, I came in late. Was it really a picture eating cereal out of her bum? I suppose it might have been. I didn't really see it. I skipped real fast. Is there a way to disable images in the chat? I don't know. It's a good question. It's good. I don't know. Okay. What do you think about in-game purchases? At what point do you think it gets ridiculous? In-game purchases. I think it's just, it doesn't bother me, man. I mean, it depends on the game, right? So like I'm playing Ghost of Tsushima right now. I like that I don't have any, I like that everything's embedded into the game. I'm not going to lose the channel. I'm just going to make the stream private after we're done streaming. But I appreciate it. Is Drawn to Death more successful? Do you have any Twisted Metal characters was more wait. That Optimus Find, that makes no sense. All right, here's what we're going to do. I apologize about today. Today's stream has been a clusterfuck. Here's what we're doing. I'm going to kill the stream. I'm going to fix the chat. I hope you'll come back. If not, I will be doing this tomorrow. Tomorrow we are playing Earth Defense Force 5. Tomorrow night at midnight, if the game is released, I will be playing Star Wars Squadrons at like 12:01 a.m. But if it's not released on Friday, we'll play Star Wars Squadrons and we will play Silent Hill 2. Or maybe we'll just play Star Wars Squadrons. But anyway, there you go. So that's tomorrow. That's the next day. Lady Chew, I appreciate the follow. Thank you, Lady Chew. The point is, though, I'm going to shut the stream down for about 3 minutes. No, I'm going to shut it down for 6 minutes. I'll tweet out when we got a new one up. Hopefully it'll fix the chat. And when we come back, we will also play Bloodborne. Do you guys want to talk about the debates? I know we're trying to not talk politics, but I've seen a number of people say, Jaffe, talk about the debates. Do you want to hit the debates before we shut the stream down, since that we're going to kill this stream anyway? Or is it like, Jaffe, no, man, I didn't come here to talk politics, motherfucker. Okay, if I get 10 people wanting debates, I got 1, I got 2. Magic circle, that doesn't count. I need a definitive yes or no. 3, 4, 5. Debates were ass. Debates. All right. Here's what I'm going to do about the debates. I'm going to set a timer. It's literally going to be 5 minutes. I'll give you, it's going to be 7 minutes because I want to get your views as well. Then we're going to kill the stream. Then we're going to come back and play Bloodborne, okay? Set timer for 7 minutes.
Okay. Your timer is set for 7 minutes.
7 minutes debate. That's it, okay? Bullets per minute. Bullets per minute is great. You want to see what I think of it? I'll tell you what I think of it. It's fucking awesome. Top 10 game of 2020. It's beautiful, Shivayan. Okay, here's the debate thing. First off, stop pretending like it was awful. It was fucking entertaining as fuck. I tweeted this last night. This is the country that has kept the goddamn Kardashians on TV for 11 fucking plus years, okay? I don't know what that is. I'm going to take this off so I can see you guys, so keep talking. But I want to take that off so we don't end up with any more malarkey. Whatever. It was fine. It was, in terms of, I didn't care if it was chaotic. Did you really want to tune in? Wait, is the chat working again? Wait. Okay, stop. Everybody stop typing. Stop typing. I'm going to say 5. And when I say 5, I want you to hit the key on YouTube. Are we ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, maybe it's not working. Fine, let's keep going. Okay, so anyway, so I thought the debates were entertaining, crazy. I thought it was great when he says, shut up, and you're a clown, and you're the worst president. I don't like Donald Trump. I appreciate if some people like Donald Trump, but let me ask you a question. Okay? Look, I'm not going to ask you the question because at the end of the day, if you like Trump, you like Trump. And if you like Trump, but you don't consider yourself a racist, and that's fine. I understand how people can like Trump and not be racist. But those are the people like me that do dislike him and consider him a racist. We hear what he said last night and we are kind of like going, what the fuck, dude, did you just fucking say when it came to not speaking ill of white supremacists and Proud Boys and saying, didn't even say stand down, he said stand by. So it was entertaining. No one's going to change their mind. The only people who might change their mind is people who were undecided. Like I read some things with people who were undecided and they were all very negative about Donald Trump. They were like, holy shit, they called him a crackhead. They said he was unprofessional, unpresidential. But the number of people in this country right now that are absolutely not decided who they're going to vote for, that's minuscule. People know who they're going to vote for. They've known for a long time. Last night's debates, if you like Joe Biden like I do, you were like, hey, that's how a president should act. I like that he took some swings at the guy, but he still mostly managed to stay above it because what else could the guy do except walk over and punch him in the fucking face? If you like Donald Trump, last night you like Donald Trump because you're like, yeah, he's the same aggressive kind of bully alpha dog he's always been. So everybody got what they wanted. For the most part, in terms of their candidate expressed who they were. And I don't think anybody walked away smarter. But I think at this point, given how saturated politics are in the media, on social media, anybody who really wants to have an opinion on candidates has made that opinion by now. Can you imagine? I mean, it used to be in the 80s, the 60s, the 70s, you're like, oh, here's this young man, John F. Kennedy. Huh. All right, let me sit down and learn what he's about. And a lot of people, that might have been one of the first times they had to understand him versus Nixon, or Carter versus Reagan, or Mondale versus was it Bush? Whatever. But now at this point, the idea that you're going to come to a debate and go, well, what's this Trump fellow like? I've never heard of him. What's he have to say? Oh, I'm surprised, but come on. So I thought the debates were entertaining. I think people who were like, the sky is... It's like, come on. They were entertaining. I watch every debate. I watch every primary debate. I adore fucking debates. I adore politics. I'm into this shit, and I can barely stand half of them because they're boring. Last night was a good goddamn brouhaha. It was a lot of fun, but nothing changed. Nobody got educated. But again, you're not going to get educated anyway. If you haven't bothered to learn about the candidates, it's not like you were going, but I really want to know what he thinks on how's he going to pay for health care? Which particular part of the tax code is he going to change in order to get the health care single payer for people over 65? It's like, you know what? If you're really that deep into the weeds, which is great, I applaud you. You've already done your work. It's called the goddamn internet. Jimmy Gilchrist says, Jaffe, when was the last time you had some cheesecake? Me and my son made a cheesecake from the grocery store about 6 months ago. It was okay. No, Jimmy Gilchrist. I bought a Marie Callender's cheesecake in the frozen section of the grocery store that was a Reese's Peanut Butter Cup cheesecake. And it was, at first we had it and we were like, yeah, it's okay. But then it had like a day to just sort of sit in the goddamn refrigerator. Whew, Lordy, we couldn't stop eating it. We couldn't stop eating it. So it was great. That's the last time. Cold Stone Creamery has a cool Mario ice cream thing. I almost talked about that on the stream today, Sweetness. They sure do. Cold Stone Creamery has a brand new Mario cake out that you can get, birthday cake. Question, says Eclipse. In Twisted Metal 1, why is Darkseid a cloaked figure with red eyes? In the Lost Innings, it's driven by a man in the suit. I don't know. I mean, because in Twisted Metal 1, it was driven by the Black Demon, a demon called Black. And at the end of Twisted Metal 1, Mr. Ash, who's the demon, who's the devil, he's Satan, I don't know who the fuck he is, comes to collect his minion, which is Black. And then from then on, he's driving in the truck, I guess, you know. Jaffe, didn't you try Bloodborne before and didn't you hate it? No, I've tried it before on a stream a long time ago. I never hated it. I loved it. It was just really fucking hard for me. It was really fucking difficult for me. And I'm hoping now I'm coming in knowing what I know what it is. I have the chat that can help me. I'm looking forward to it because I love the world of Bloodborne. I think it's fucking fantastic. Doran Clarinix, I appreciate the follow, pal. I really, really do. I really, really do. Cyclown says 87% of people are locked in on who they're going to vote, but that's still 13%, amazingly, that say they can be swayed. If you don't know who you're going to vote for at this point, you're a fucking moron. I'm sorry, but you're a fucking moron. You've beaten the game, Kirstafa, 3 times. Yeah, I'll take all the pointers I can get. I'm not one of these don't backseat game. Backseat the fuck out of it, fellas. Okay, let me get the final chats in. We're going to take a 6-minute break. I'm going to reboot the stream to figure out what in the fuck is going on with the YouTube, and then we will play ourselves some Bloodborne. But I hope that answered your debate questions. I mean, I don't really have anything, you know. Dame says, look, what critical race theory have you actually read? LOL. You're acting like there's some kind of Are you talking to me? It's like feminism. There's multiple. Who are you talking to? You can't be talking to me. I didn't even bring up critical race theory. Burgers or pizza? Pizza. Press the like button on YouTube, says Brian. He's goddamn right. Goddamn right. What do I think about communism? Well, communism. People get communism mixed up with socialism. People get communism mixed up with the authoritarian part of the Soviet Union, and that's not by definition pure communism. Ah, jeez, you knuckleheads. Oh yeah, you can keep. I don't have it up on the screen now. Send all the fucking porn you want, motherfucker. I'll use it later. But yeah, communism is. I mean, I think communism's heart. If you're talking about the financial system of communism, the heart is in the right place, but it doesn't take into account the human behavior desire to be an individual. And so I think some blend between communism and capitalism, and I know they're different. Well, it's really capitalism and socialism. So here's what I think. Here's exactly what I think. I think that we in America suffer from too much unregulated capitalism. I think as much as I do not like religion, I think religion, at least for some people, served as something to keep people in line, which sucks that we need that. With religion falling to the wayside, you have a lot of people who are giving into baser instincts, and it is not a good blend with unregulated capitalism. So I think we need something that celebrates the individual, allows the individual that works hard and is successful to benefit and have a sense of their own achievement. I think we should never take that away from humanity because there's great value. But I think we need to, at the same time, have much more effective safety nets, because not everybody wants to be exceptional. A lot of people just want to live their fucking lives and do their jobs and treat people nice. And we need a system that works for both people, and we don't really have that. So that's what I would say. Wait a minute. Is the chat working? The chat's not working. Is the chat working? Hang on. Okay. Okay. I can't tell. Hang on. Okay. Americans really don't know what communism is. Okay. Okay, wait. So magic. Okay, wait. Rob the Mod says it's not. Okay, so the YouTube chat. God damn it. I got 3 chats going on, fellas. Okay, hang on a second. Rob the Mod, will you post something in the chat on YouTube? 1, 2, just post it now, Rob. I'm going to count to 6. If I don't see it, I'm going to assume it's not working. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. YouTube chat is broken. Wait, is it broken, Rob? God damn it. Okay, Rob the Mod. Only Rob. No one else type anything. Just give me a minute. Rob the Mod in Discord. Text me in Discord on the popular chat that everyone else is on right now. Just say something, Rob the Mod, in Discord. Bukaki says his vagina is wet. Fair enough. Okay, there's Rob the Mod. Okay, so there's a delay. Now, Keenan, thank you so much, Keenan Meadows, for the follow. Now, Rob the Mod, say something in YouTube. Now, please. Okay. It's like an 11-second delay, but it's kind of working. Okay. At least it's back to working. Hey, Jaffe, recently found your YouTube. Enjoying your content. Love God of War. Oh, Graham, thanks, man. I appreciate that. All right, let me try to fix something real quick then. Hang on. Let's see if this works. Okay, so there we go. That's working. Hang on a minute. I think we might have this. I can't pronounce your name, but I do very much appreciate the follow, sir. Thank you so much for that. All right, hang on a second. Why is there so much delay? Dude, I don't know. Sometimes it just does this shit. I love YouTubes, but man, sometimes it's just crazy making. Okay. Okay. I think that's, let's just try this for a few minutes. Okay. So let me put this over here and let's see if we have, somebody in the chat was asking me about, there was a debate or an argument between Colin Moriarty and Jason Schreier used to be at Kotaku, now he's at Bloomberg. I don't know anything about that. What exactly occurred? Can somebody bring me up to speed on that? Rob's looking out for porn. Thanks, man. Frosty says smaller messages go through. Okay, I don't agree, Thomas A. Thomas A says Moriarty is an extreme right-winger. I know that's not the case. I have talked to Colin numerous times, and I'm fully aware that he is absolutely not an extreme right-winger. Is he conservative? Is he a proud conservative or more libertarian? He is. But that doesn't mean he's a right-winger. Explain to me why you think that. Afrally, thank you for the super chat. I appreciate that. He says, chat is back, baby. You goddamned right. What advice would you have for someone who's looking to move from hobbyist game making to trying to work in the biz? Well, I'll give you that. I'll toss a coin to you, pal. Oh, come on now. Hang on. I'll give you an answer. 1 second. What's Rathy saying to me? He's saying, Rathy. Oh, here we go. Okay, I'll read that in a second, Rathy. Okay. What was it talking about? What was it talking about? Colin said normal working folks aren't going to feel bad for devs having to crunch. Oh, and Jason called him out. Got it. And then Rathy's telling me, here's Rathy's, this is Colin's tweet right here. Hang on. Let me bring this up for you fine, upstanding, gentle people. So this is the tweet that Colin sent right here. Says, guys, I know Jason tweeted about me. I get it. Hey! I get it. He blocked me a while ago, so I have no idea how he saw what I tweeted. Nonetheless, I get the message. If you want agenda-driven journalism devoid of the reality of making and selling games, he's your man, not me. So I guess it sounds like Colin was basically kind of saying what I'm saying. Well, he says, for real, can you imagine being so blessed you get to make games for a living? Well, it's hard, but yeah, okay. Not just any game, but AAA games. And you're asked to work 7 extra paid days. And then a journalist with a blatant axe to grind who seeks out literally anything that could feed his weird narrative reports on it like it's relevant. Do these writers realize many people who read their work have real problems, that this shit comes off as tone deaf? Imagine working 10 hours at the supermarket with a fucking surgical mask. You grab your phone to see what's going on. You read a story about the crisis of how a famous AAA dev team has to work 7 extra days. I don't disagree with Colin. I mean, and look, you guys who come to this chat frequently, you know good and goddamn well, I am absolutely not a right-winger. I am a democratic socialist, probably. It changes every day. But I am far left on a lot of things, or certainly a liberal. But yeah, I think Colin's absolutely right. You know, I've said my piece on that. The question is, why did Jason block him? Who gives a shit? Who gives a shit? If you get blocked by Jay. I mean, look, I've said it before.
Jeff, are you there?
Holy cow, who's calling me at home? Who the fuck is calling me at home? Hello? Hang on. Hello?
Hello?
Who is this? Why are you calling me? I just had to get out of bed. What's up, Kirstoffa? How you doing, sir?
I'm doing good. I just, I like throwing my 2 cents every.
Really? I hadn't noticed. Go.
So right now everybody's talking about the whole crunch thing. I'll get to Bloodborne later when we actually play Bloodborne, but I do want to talk about the crunch. I work in the moving industry, freight company.
Okay.
And I'm lucky enough that I can do my own hours, be like, oh, I want to come in at 10 but stay at 10. But there are those weeks where we have like 60, 70, 80-hour work weeks, and we just get everybody going. So one, it's not industry exclusive. Like every industry will have those 50, 60, 70-hour work weeks. And second is that I think there's a cognitive dissonance with people, because there are people being like, why would you want to work 70 hours a week? I'm not going to lie. Like, the weeks when I'm working 60, 70 hours a week on a big job, those are more fun for me than the regular 40 hours a week that we're doing normally, because it's like you wake up at 7, not even 7, you wake up at like 6, you get here by 7, you're part of a team, and you're staying with the team all the way to like 10, 11, 12 o'clock at night. You do the next day, you get like 6, 7 hours of sleep, you do it for like 2, 3 weeks. It's like, to me, that's invigorating. And I think like, when I tell this to people, they're still like, you're crazy, man. You're insane. What's wrong with you? So it's just, it's one of those things. I don't think some people will get it.
Well, look, I think end of the day, it's to each their own. I don't have any problem if somebody wants to say that's not the life for me. I absolutely appreciate that. Look, I walked off of big development because at least for a while, both my kids, I had just had my son. My daughter was like 2. I remember, I would come home in the middle of God of War. We'd have dinner at the studio. I'd go home, read her a story, sing her a lullaby, tuck her in, go back to work for 4 or 5 hours. It's not for everyone. And there was a point where I finally said it's not for me, at least at that time in my life. But, you know, the idea that it needs to be something that is struck down, I agree with Colin on that. That's just... It's like, Schreier, why don't you make yourself useful and write an article about the studios that don't have crunch? And then you would have developers reading that and going, oh, okay, when I send my resume out, I'm going to be sure to go to these companies that are, you know, not crunch dependent. And hey, if they can make a go of it, I know Clay Studios does that, who made like Shadow of the Ninja, and they make Don't Starve. If you can make a go of it, that's awesome. I would guess that a lot of people are going to struggle to succeed with that business model. But if you can, that's fantastic. That's great. So, yeah. All right. Thanks, man. I appreciate it, Kursafa.
Oh, and one more thing. I'm gonna get lunch right now.
I really don't care. I don't care.
No.
Why?
I know you're
Why
gonna
do
play
you
Bloodborne
think?
soon.
Why do you think the chat gives a fuck about you getting lunch right now?
No, I'm gonna come back from lunch, and when you're playing Bloodborne, I'll give you some tips.
I don't care. I don't care. Goodness gracious. Kirstava, call back anytime. You know I like when you call. Okay, you sent me Jason Schreier's tweet. All right, let's take a look at this goddamn thing. So little Jay Schreier, I think that was Wrath who sent me that. This is what he says. The tweet that sent Colin Moriarty off. Oh, this is interesting. Okay, hang on. Let me bring this over here. Yeah, Troy wants to know, Kirstava, what you're having for lunch. Yeah, exactly. Okay, this is what Wrath is saying. Okay, hang on. Let me bring this up for you guys. Boom. Okay. This is quite a take. Okay, so Colin says, sorry, the CD Projekt story is much ado about nothing. Is it ideal? No, the team is essentially being asked to work 7 days of paid work. The better the game is, the better they all do. Not everything's a crisis. The breathless calamity seeking is lame. I agree. Little Schreier says, this is quite a take. It's also spreading misinformation to a wide audience. As I reported today, the week's email is the first instance of mandatory crunch. Some are saying they've been crunching for months. Others have been working overtime in fits and starts for years. Great. Don't work there anymore. Go get another job. And I know, and I don't say that, by the way, like I'm just being some kind of dick. I don't mean that. Like, it's hard to get jobs. I'm not making light of the fact that it's a big deal to get a job, keep a job. I understand. People have families, they've moved, but come on, man. You're going to join CD Projekt Red and act like you don't. That's like, I mean, we had a guy leave Bartlett Jones, great programmer, great network programmer, and it was probably a good move for him given what happened to Bartlett Jones. But the guy leaves Bartlett Jones and he goes to work at Rockstar San Diego on the network code for Red Dead Redemption 2. And I understood there's, he was going to probably get paid a lot more. He's going to work on a bona fide hit. Maybe he saw the writing on the wall and drove him to death. Who the fuck knows? Dora, thank you for the follow. But end of the day, though, I says to him when he leaves, I say, hey, look, man, call me if you want to come back because I know you're just having a kid. You're never going to see your kids. You're never going home. We crunched at Bartlett Jones, but not bad. And I mean, I don't know if Vera's still in the chat. I don't think we ever crunched bad. We had some nights we stayed late, but it wasn't constant. But, this guy going to Rockstar San Diego, if he went, and he didn't, he's a smart guy. If he went and would have been like, I can't believe I'm having to crunch. I'm going to call Jason Schreier, whatever the fuck his name is. It's like, dude, you went to Rockstar San Diego. I mean, that's the equivalent of going to, this is a bad analogy, but it's accurate. That's the equivalent of going to McDonald's and complaining they don't have Italian food. That's really bad, but you know what I'm saying. It's like saying NBA make me practice more or top-notch university make me study harder. Yeah, no, just do the work or go somewhere else, man. I stand with Colin, says Draft. He got thrown under the bus by people he had been friends with. You're talking about in general with kind of funny, though. I'm talking specifically about Jason Schreier. How'd you come up with the name Bartlett Jones, says Jaffe David. That was the guy who funded our company when we were doing the pitch was Bartlett Jones. Okay. Emilio Lopez says, I do artwork for a living. What do you do? What do you do? I'm going to see your art, man. If you really are an artist. I'd love to see it, sir. It's partly the gamer's fault devs crunch, says Michael Day. I don't agree with you. I don't agree with you at all that it's the gamer's fault that devs crunch. I mean, you know what? Whose fault? I mean, it's the devs' fault. And it's not that. Here's what it is, okay? Devs are big fucking geeky fucking nerds. Dora G, I love you. Dora G's climbing up into a rocket ship. She's going into outer space. And then she's going to fly to Saturn. And on Saturn, she's going to find a monkey. There you go, Dora. Did that make you happy? Oh boy, Jaffe, if you can get back on that track of thought after that fucking little tangent, baby, you are a rock star. Oh, come on, Jaffe, don't lose it. Don't look at the chat for their help. Fuck them. Do it yourself, motherfucker. Don't fucking have a Biden moment. Come on now. I was talking about crunch. was talking about crunch. I lost it. I lost it. Yep. Oh, right. The gamer's fault. Right. Okay. Yeah. So game developers are to blame a little bit because they're geeks, they're nerds, they like the big graphics, they like the shiny new things. And in that, they will push and push and push themselves to do the next cool thing. And in that, the bar gets raised. Management struggles because management would prefer not to raise the bar. If EA could still be making, video games like, Jungle Strike on the Sega Genesis and make the money they make now, they would. But one developer raises the bar, and then everybody who's competing in that space has to raise the bar. And it's an arms race for production value. So the devs are to blame, but they don't care because it's not always a young man's game, but it's meaningfully a young man or young woman's game in the sense that once you start having a family, once you start doing all that stuff, you'd rather be home more often than you can be versus being the guy or the girl at the studio that's like pushing the graphics to the very next level. And that's just the way it is. And, I don't really think it's a problem. I think it sucks, but it's not a problem. A lot of things suck. I mean, it's what making cool shit is, man. You think it was easy to make Apocalypse Now? You think it was easy to make Jaws? You think it was fucking easy? I mean, some things come easy, but making stuff people love is fucking hard. Why don't they outsource development to one of those countries that sweeps human rights violations under the rug? They do. We did some outsourcing with Bartlett Jones. We made sure to outsource at credible, good companies. But absolutely, if you think these companies like Ubisoft, Sony, all of them that are doing these AAA games are not outsourcing all over the world, you're an absolute moron. We are absolutely seeing outsourcing happen. The guy I ran Bartlett Jones with, and he's one of the best producers I ever fucking worked with. He says the ideal production development in video games is one that never stops. Meaning if the team goes home at 6 at night or 7 at night, there's a team in Hong Kong that's 2 hours into their day. And when the team comes in the next day, there's 2 teams from different parts of the world that have put things up on the server for the team in America to start working on the minute they walk in and get their coffee and say hi to their pals and get their donuts. That is kind of the ideal. Holy shit, he's back. That is the ideal production development. And I think he's probably right. I think he's probably absolutely right. Cure Stuff had popped in, but he wanted you to know he's having Panda Express for lunch. Can you talk about Drawn to Death? I don't know. Yes, Icy Hot Sam, but I don't really know what exactly you want me to talk about. What specifically? Did you ever have Japanese developers whine about crunch? Mikami had to sleep on the floor. I don't speak Japanese, Tits McCoy, so I don't really know what they say about crunch. But I can tell you that, look, I don't have. We'll get off this topic because we've talked it to death. But I can just tell you that I don't have a problem. I don't have a problem with people who don't want to crunch. I have a problem with people who don't want to crunch and act like other people who are okay with that need to be changed so their industry has no crunch anywhere. It's like, go fuck yourself. If people want to fucking crunch and they feel they're being compensated for their time and that's subjective, then that's what they do. And I've said this before. Let me make it fucking clear. And I don't give a fuck. I don't give a good goddamn fuck about the Iron Curtain between editorial and marketing. Here's the deal. If you're a journalist and you're, sitting up there on your fucking mountaintop of high and you're complaining about crunch and go unions and crunch is bad and you're making your ducats off stories and clicks like that, that's fine. I respect that. But then you owe it to your audience. And I've heard the excuse. It's bullshit. You owe it to your audience then. Don't do a review of Cyberpunk. Don't cover Cyberpunk. Don't cover The Last of Us Part 2. Oh, but our audience, that's what they need that. They want that, and it's different. Or we're just covering the news. It's like, okay, then cover the news and don't opine about it. If you're Jason Schreier and you're just covering the news, it's like, hey, here's what happened. Don't have an opinion. Don't have an agenda. Just say, hey, we have news that this is what's happening at Cyberpunk. Boom. Next fucking topic. Right? But if you're going to make part of your ducats by opining about how bad this is, then I'm sorry, you don't have a pot to piss in if you also are going to sit there and take a paycheck from a company that not only takes advertising dollars from the very games you're criticizing how they're made, but who also makes money by articles on the editorial side that is like, hey, want to get better at Cyberpunk? Here's 10 ways in the first 3 hours of gameplay that you can use to buff up your character's cyber attack. I mean, come on. You don't get to do it both ways. I mean, you do, but you deserve to be called out on it. I thought, Dave Vera, you did go to PS4 launch with us. When PS4 came out, the Bartlett Jones crew went next door and gave the folks pizza over at the GameStop. I thought Vera went with us, but perhaps not. Jaffe, super chat. After playing Ghost of Tsushima, you guys get off the Discord and come back to the YouTube. The YouTube's working now. I can't do all these things at the same goddamn time. Jason Schreier writes a whole article about crunch at Naughty Dog, then goes on and buys The Last of Us Part 2. I don't know if he did or not, but I want to revolutionize games journalism, says Daffy, whatever the fuck your name is, motherfucker. You're good looking, though. I'd fuck you. Who is Jesus Christ for you? Really? Jesus Christ is nothing for me. Jesus Christ is a character in a fairy tale that a lot of people love. A lot of people take serious, which I appreciate. I don't. Some people say Jesus was a real man. Maybe. I don't fucking know. A lot of people were named Jesus at that time in that part of the country, part of the world. But I believe very much in the fictional character Jesus' teachings. I very much like what he has to say about how to treat other people and how to treat the planet and how to treat the world. For the most part, there's some things he says I don't really believe in. I'm bothered by the fact that a lot of things that Jesus had attributed to him that he said were not actually said by Jesus, but were said by people many hundreds of years later at Catholic conclaves. And then they basically said, let's make sure it looks like Jesus said that. So I have a problem with it. But at the same time, if you need Jesus in your life and it brings you joy and hope, then I think the world's a hard place. It's a chaotic place. And whatever gets you through the night, sir, I support. I don't see the commenter's point about Jason Schreier. I'm not sure I understand. After playing Ghost of Tsushima, is it your game of the year? No, it is not, Jason Wilson. Ghost of Tsushima is a phenomenal game. It is one of my top 10 games of the year. And I love it. And I will continue to play it. I play it every night now. I'm always inches away from saying, fuck it, I'm gonna stream later at night. But I'm like, I'm too tired to talk at 2 a.m. But I fucking adore that game. It's fantastic. But I don't know if it's going to be my top game of the year yet. What is my game of the year? I don't know yet. I mean, right now, I would say to you that the game I've enjoyed playing most this year might be Ultra Kill from New Blood Entertainment. That is a phenomenal game. There's a game demo called Unpacking, which even though it's a demo, is probably one of the most interesting games I've played all year. So I am very much looking forward to making my game of the year list video this year, because there's a lot of good stuff I've played. I like samurai games, man. Never gets old to me, honestly, says Travel. Let me tell you something. Fuck, man. Let me fucking tell you something. The fighting in... Hades is great, too. Hades is fucking amazing. The fighting in Ghost is so satisfying to me. A Wanderer, I'm reading your comments. I can only talk to one person at a time. Give me a minute. The combat in that game is so fucking satisfying. It feels so good when someone comes up to you and you sidestep when you see the red little ping, and then you just slice them up the goddamn middle. It's like you're a goddamn rock star, man. I love that game. Somebody wants to know when I'm playing Bloodborne. I'm playing it very soon, like in the next 15 minutes. What's my opinion on Miyazaki, the Soulsborne guy? I don't know. I haven't played Soulsborne. I did try to play Tsushima in Kurosawa mode, but I didn't like it. I appreciated what it was, but there's so much about color coding in that game, like in terms of like your eye just catching the red of an armor of a Mongol, that when I had it in black and white, I was just kind of like, I don't know where the bad guys are. And maybe I'm a little colorblind. I don't know. Hello, Bruno. Good to see you, sir. Metal Gear Rising feels so satisfying to cut up people. I'm going to be playing that on stream in the next couple of weeks, actually. Alexis says, I was complimenting you, Jaffe. You keep up really well with the comments. Thank you. I appreciate that. Dude, wondering how this channel is going to maintain this awesome interaction when you have 10 times the subs. Well, I'm going to start. Oh, DK Octorok. Are you watching? Or is it DW? DW Octorok. I'll answer that question in a second. Jaffe, you're not responding. Why? Do you recognize me? Yes, you're me. You're my mirror. I don't know who you are in real life. Are you Tanner? Aren't you Tanner? Jaffe is verbally spunky today. Did the presidential debate supercharge you? You know what? I'm going to tell you what supercharged. I mean, I'm always supercharged these days. Somebody said to me, Jaffe, you seem, I have to do it. You seem all pumped or something. And I says, well, look, I'm not going to lie to you guys. I mean, I am on Zoloft. Zoloft has been great. I used to be on, I'm going to take it right now on camera. I always take it on camera to remind somebody. Right now, we got about 300 people watching the stream, okay? Thanks for everybody being here. The chatters, the commenters, the lurkers, the haters, the people who want to post porn. I appreciate your time. Appreciate you spending time with us. Somebody out there is probably struggling with a little bit of depression. I understand that. I haven't been struggling with depression, but I have been struggling a little bit with malaise, having a hard time getting going. And I go to the doctor, my psychiatrist. I say, Doc, you got to help me. She says, try the Zoloft, sir. Boom, there it is. I love it. It has absolutely made me have a better peace of mind. It has absolutely improved quality of life. So if you're thinking about, hey, I don't feel so good in my life, whether it's sadness or depression or apathy, can't hurt to make a couple of phone calls and talk to some people in the medical profession and see possibly if you feel better. Mr. Rob says, I'm depressed, but I can get through it alone. Well, of course you can get through it alone. I could have got through it alone too. That's not the point. I can get through it alone, but I feel better with the help. Brian King, you got banned from GAF. What'd you do? Wellbutrin helps people in my family quiet night. Will you be making a reappearance on Weapon Wheel podcast, says David Hawk. I don't think those guys like me very much. And frankly, I like those guys, but I did not enjoy being on their podcast. It was a great podcast. They have a nice audience. They have a nice little thing they're building up. I got no issue with them. But and this wasn't ego, but usually when I'm invited on someone's podcast, it's like, oh, Jaffe, we want to talk to you about X, whether it's a game you're making or something happening in the industry or, me, I'll talk about anything. I don't give a fuck. That's, I make my time around, yes, I will give you some of my time to be on your podcast. It'll help me grow my audience. Like Hawk is here from there. Hopefully it'll help you guys bring some of my audience to you, and we'll have a nice piece of content we create together. And I go to their podcast, and it was like I was just like one of 6 people, and they didn't really talk to me. And I'm like, why am I here? And they were talking about a bunch of stuff that I didn't really want to talk about, like Xbox tech specs. And so I was just like, yeah, I'm out. So I got no problem with those guys, but if they want to call me back and say, Jaffe, we want to do an interview, or we want to talk specifically about XYZ, great. But what that was not a good experience for me. Nothing was wrong with it, just wasn't for me. How did I say your name? Lunar Lasso. That's pretty cool. Lunar Lasso. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it. Jaffe's always verbally spunky, he says. Isn't that why we're all here? I don't know. But I can tell you, here's another reason I'm verbally spunky. So I had some news today that was sort of family news, and I'm not going to go into specifics, but it seemed like somebody close to us was really sick. And it came suddenly, it came out of the blue. And we were pretty fucking worried that this person may not make it. And it was like, I mean, we woke up to the news. It was not like this was like my dad when he died, and we knew for months that he was on the downslope. It was like, wait, what? What? The doctors are saying he may not live for the next hour? And it turns out things are looking much, much better. So I'm up and pumped with people anyway. But that was great news to get before the stream started for sure. MD Official, I appreciate the super chat. You're a very kind, generous fella, and I appreciate your ducats coming in to feed the hungry children of the Javi stream. Listen, he says, shout out to my girlfriend Natalie, going through mobile development hell, crunching levels of colored squares. You being in our living room is helpful as hell. Natalie, you old so-and-so, I'm going to sing a song for you. Natalie, you look sexy when you eat potatoes. That's all I got, but I hope you like it. Natalie, thanks for letting your boy Toy hang out with us here at Gabbin' and Games. I appreciate it. Okay, Brian King got banned from GAF because he said Xbox was Karen's console of choice due to statistics. That's great. Listen to me. Somebody was asking, they says, Jaffe, when the stream grows, what are you gonna, what you gonna do about the chat? So a guy, a great friend of the stream who does a lot of our great artwork. We have Trey Trimble does a lot of our great artwork, which you've seen at the beginning. You'll see it in a minute. And we have DW Octorok who does a lot of our pixel stuff. He has made some great emoticons. So point is, I'm starting memberships soon. I'm going to have anywhere from 3 to 5 tier memberships. And if it turns out that the chat gets unruly, I'll probably do like every now and then members only chat. We'll figure it out. I never want to lose the connection with the chat. That's why it's called Gabbin' and Games. Sing Hip Hop Gamer's Twisted Metal song. I can't rap, man. I cannot rap. David, what do you think about the next gen on potential innovation? You think devs with more CPU are going to surprise? No. I don't think, I rarely think CPU will help you surprise gamers. I think all you have to do is look at PS3 to PS4, Xbox 360 to Xbox One, and it's very clear that the games haven't gotten all that much different. You couldn't do exactly what you could do on PS3 that you can do on PS4, but you could make Ghost of Tsushima. You could make Ghost of Tsushima on PS1, frankly. CPUs are great, solid state drives are great, but ultimately innovation doesn't really come. Innovation in games, if you're not talking tech innovation, somewhere along the line, someone decided to take Last Man Standing and innovate that into Battle Royale. Somewhere along the line, someone decided to take the Rogue game and actually turn that into something more palpable and mainstream. And we get things like Rogue Legacy. We get things like Hades. We get things like Spelunky, right? That's innovation. Somewhere along the line, Miyamoto sat down and said, I need to figure out how to do Mario in 2D now in 3D because technology has created a demand for a certain kind of game. But more often than not, when you're talking about technology in video games, it's a PR line. I mean, when I was working at Sony and we would do press for new hardware coming out, it's like, Jaffe, what can you do with Twisted Metal on PS3 that you couldn't do on PS2? And it was always like, PR's like, oh, make sure you say with the power of PS3. And it's just like, I mean, are there things you can do? Sure. But it's kind of, and it's impressive. I'm not mocking it. The PS5 is amazing. I mean, look, I mean, I don't plan on buying one in the first 6 months or so, but that goddamn Demon Souls, Dark Souls, at least 20% of why I'm trying to get good at Bloodborne is I want to play that fucking game. What's it, Dark or Demon Souls? That looks beautiful on PS5. But ultimately, your play experience isn't going to be that much different. Samson dropped some ducats in the chat. He says, Jaffe, here's some money. Take the money and give it to a lady named Barbara. And then he says this, can you tell us why you think Christopher Reeve's Superman Kent was a great performance? I love Superman. I've talked about Superman. I've talked about Supergirl in the past. I'm a big fan. I think Christopher Reeve had a look. You know what it was? Okay, honestly, here's the answer. And I know not a lot of people not a lot. There's a number of people that are like alpha, beta is not a real thing. Whatever. You know what I'm saying? Alpha, beta, masculine, feminine energy, whatever. Christopher Reeve represented a beautiful balance, right? He was manly, he was masculine energy, he was strong, he got shit done, but there was a softness to him as well. There was a sense of he could be emotional, he could understand people's pain, he could empathize, and that is what makes Superman a brilliant character. Henry Cavill, I like Henry Cavill a lot in The Witcher. I've not warmed up to him too much as Superman because I think Henry Cavill is a little bit too alpha. He's a little bit too manly. And I think Superman really is about that blend of male-female energy, probably a little more on the masculine side than the feminine side, but there's a kindness and a sweetness. I think Henry Cavill would make a much better Batman than Superman. So I think Christopher Reeve did a very good job as Superman, because that to me really represents the essence of that character. Lunar says, yeah, Christopher Reeve had a beautiful comedic, humble timing. Yeah, well, he was great when he was Clark Kent, absolutely. Jaffe, I do not like the game's price this generation, especially what Sony is doing. Yeah, of course you don't, because it's more money. I understand. It's one of the reasons I think Xbox is going to be really fucking successful this time. Because, you know, $70 versus free. It's not free, but you know what I mean. I understand why they want to kick the price up. Games are getting more expensive, and if they can make more money, they will. I guarantee you, if it doesn't work, they'll lower the price. If people decide they're not going to spend the money, they won't spend the money, and they'll lower the price. Okay, here's what we're going to do, fellas. We are going to take a break. We're going to take a 6-minute break. I'm going to play you some fun audio. I promised Frosty the other day I'm not going to play you the arcade anymore because it hurts people's ears. And when we come back, we will play Bloodborne. If you're here to see a MLG gamer, that ain't me. I'm bad at this game. I love the lore. I love the world. I love the art. I'm looking forward to playing with you guys. I will be back in 6 minutes. Let me get all this set up. Thanks for hanging out with me today. If we don't see you until tomorrow or the next streams, I will be back tomorrow at the regular time, 3 o'clock, 3:15. We're playing Earth Defense Force. And again, tomorrow night, depending on when they release Star Wars Squadrons. If it drops at 12:01, I will be streaming at 12:01. Kiristafa, by the way, just posted on Discord a picture of his fortune cookie. He's got to tell us what the fortune is. But anyway, I'll be playing that at midnight if it's released. Otherwise, I'll see you Friday. All right. I'll see you soon. Here's the break. I'll see you on the other side of the break. Here we go. Let me get this all set up for you.
Peter Parker was just your average teenager from Queens, New York. He lived with his Aunt May and Uncle Ben and attended Midtown High. Peter was very studious and was considered one of the smartest kids in school. Unfortunately, his good grades didn't make him very popular with some of his classmates. Flash Thompson, the school bully, was regularly tormenting Peter. One day, Flash pushed him to the ground, and Peter's books scattered everywhere. School was tough for Peter, but he was happy at home. Aunt May and Uncle Ben loved Peter completely. One night over dinner, Peter told Aunt May and Uncle Ben that he might want to be a scientist someday. Uncle Ben told Peter that a career in science would give Peter great power. He reminded him that with great power comes great responsibility. Then one day, Peter's life changed while he was on a school trip to the science hall. He was excited to see real-life scientists at work. While Peter looked around at the exhibits, a spider passed through radioactive waves. Peter was so distracted, he didn't even see the radioactive spider head right towards him. Peter Parker would never be the same. At that moment, the radioactive spider bit Peter. He could never have imagined what an impact this one bite would have on his life. On his way home from the science hall, Peter discovered that he had a super strength and was able to stick to walls. Peter wanted to keep his identity a secret, so he stayed up all night creating a spider suit and mask. He even stitched a large spider on the front of it. Peter worked hard to figure out how to control his new powers. Using his vast knowledge of science, he made web shooters and practiced shooting them in his bedroom. Peter's super strong webs stuck to every surface. Soon his entire room was covered in webs. Okay, so it's not as easy as it looks, Peter thought. It took time and practice before Peter learned to master his newfound skills. Once he got a hang of his skills, Peter honed his spider sense. This meant that Peter got a strong tingling feeling that alerted him to danger.
Tingle feeling.
These skills made
Nether
Peter
region.
extremely powerful. Like all teenagers, Peter wanted to make money. He needed a job where he could use his powers to his advantage. So Peter became a wrestler. And in the red corner, Spider-Man, announced the MC. Peter used his powers to defeat every opponent. Many people were surprised by his skills. Spider-Man was getting very popular in the ring. He was quite well known at the wrestling gym too. One night, Peter noticed the wrestling gym was being robbed. Peter didn't care, and the robber ended up getting away. When Peter got home later that night, he saw police cars in front of his house. He raced inside and found out that someone had attacked and hurt Uncle Ben. Aunt May and Peter were devastated. The police officers told Peter not to worry because they had the criminal cornered at an old warehouse.
Criminal was cornered.
But Peter knew he had to take matters into his own hands. He put on his Spider-Man suit and swung through the city. Peter swung across the bridge with steely determination. He would avenge Uncle Ben. At last, Peter arrived at the warehouse. The thief was stunned.
Whatever. Nobody cares. Nobody cares about Peter Parker. Fuck him. Oh, baby. Baby. I did indeed find cans. Let me close down Ghost of Tsushima and load up Bloodborne. The debate was a shit show, huh? I thought so, but I thought it was entertaining. It was entertaining. And it's not like I didn't know who I was going to vote for. All right. Robert the Monitor, what's he saying? Okay, you can help me good. Okay. This game is so good. God, this game is good, you guys. But I'm going to turn it off. I'm going to turn it off, and we're going to play Bloodborne. My God, it's good. Save game. Trump is a proud boy. All right, here we go. And let's exit. Slurp the Coke. Here you go, pal. Boom. That game, Official Monkey, is Ghost of Tsushima. And it is quite phenomenal. However, that's not what we're here for, kids. We are here for this game. Welcome back. Okay, let me get all this set up for a second. Yeah, let's get rid of Ghost of Tsushima. Do I like G Fuel? I don't know what that is. All right, hang on. Let me fix this real quick now, so you guys get a proper Yaffe stream. Do we have the proper thing up there? All right, hang on. Hang on a second. Jaffe, a lot of people are saying you're a homosexual. Is this true? It is not true. But if I were a homosexual, I would be a very loud and proud and out homosexual. I used to think everybody... hang on a second. Why does I keep doing that? I used to think everybody was bisexual, even though I never was into dudes. It just intellectually made sense to me. It's like, well, and then as I got older, I'm like, well, that's stupid. Stop going full fucking screen. What is it doing? Okay, why does my fucking capture card keep doing that? Hang on a second. Play offline or... Okay, you know what? Capture card, hang on. You and me are having words, pal. Thank you, Draft. Draft dropped some super chat. He says, congrats on the stream growth. Yeah, man, it's good having people here. I appreciate it. Well, I thought everybody, and thank you for the super chat and the generosity, man. I intellectually, it seemed to make sense to say everybody's fluid. But then when it turned out that I was just like, yeah, it makes sense intellectually, but I don't feel that way. So, anyway. Okay, hang on. Is this too loud or not, fellas? Is this just right? Is the audio just right, or what? Meanwhile, why is this going big? Oh, I think that's why it's going big. I got it. I didn't understand what I was doing wrong. Now I totally understand. I'm not a moron. I know what I'm doing. You got to give me a minute, though, because sometimes I'm a little slow. I'm a little slow on the draw. It's just how it works, because I'm from Alabama, see? Okay, where's the chat? All right, let's put that over there. A little bit this. Sorry, fellas. Today is a total technical snafu of a stream. If we ever become a super big shot stream, I'll hire some help, but right now it's all me. Okay. So, now you guys can't see the fucking chat. Jaffe, what are you doing, you moron? What the fuck? Oh, Jaffe, you stupid moron. Why is Elgato? Oh, God. Sorry, guys. I know you're like, what the fuck, Jaffe? I trust me, anybody who watches the stream, I always have this set up before we go. But today is an unusual day. We've just been having clusterfucks of epic proportions, and I apologize. Okay. All right, let me turn off the lights, get in the mood. Let me get some air on me, because it's getting hot up in this bullshit. Okay, here we go. We're going to play some Bloodborne. Okay. Is the audio good? Jaffe, I thought you said you didn't like obscure dark games. No, I didn't say that. I said I don't like hard games, and I know this is hard. Okay, so what do? You guys want me to play online, correct? And what does it mean if I play online? Educate me a moment about that before we start the game. Because I can play offline, which makes sense. Online, can anybody just join my game? Wrath says, I think the streams are getting really good, pal. The first section, you talk about topics everybody wants. Then you play a game everybody wants, so the views stay high. And I show off my penis. Wink. What do you mean you get invaded? I don't understand. You get tips on the ground. Okay, so I should play online is what you guys are saying. Is that what you're saying? Joe or Blair? Like from the fucking Facts of Life? Are you talking about the facts of fucking life? God damn, that's a deep cut, motherfucker. Blair, every day, every goddamn day. Okay, well, I'm going to play online then. Here we go. Elvin, I am too, man. I'm glad I'm playing it again. Okay. Online play adds a new dimension. Enjoy this exciting feature. You got it, pal. New game. Adjust the brightness until the man and the beast are visible. Invisible. Adjust the slider until the man is visible And the beast is invisible. That's good enough. Fuck you. Next. Fine. Next.
Oh, yeah.
I can lower the game volume. Okay, hang on a minute. Are you guys watching the opening cutscene right now? I want to make sure that
Yharnam is the home of blood
our timing is
administration.
working.
You need only unravel its mystery. But where's an outsider like yourself to begin? Easy, with a bit of Yharnam
Okay,
blood of
cutscene.
your
Cool.
own.
Apple and Amazon are interested in buying Sony?
But first, you'll need a contract.
Really? Where did you see that, man? Okay, here we go. All right, who wants to be the name of our character? Who wants to be the character name? Who gets to be it? I'm going to pick a number between 1 and 10. Whoever guesses the number first gets to name the character. Hang on. I have the number. Go. I need a number between 1 and 10. Yep, Kuristafa got it. It's 7. Okay. What's going on? Kuristafa, what's the name of the character, pal? Is it Panda Express? What are we going to call this motherfucker? Come on, Kuristafa. You got 10 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, Panda Express. All right, you got it, pal. I'm not even capitalizing it. Panda. And I'm going to do like a capital X because it's cool, like the kids like that. So X like that. And then it'll be P-R-E... Sprex. That's Panda Express. We're going to call... you won the contest, so we'll do Spress. But I'm going to have like a lot of S's. Panda Express. There you go. Gender. I like the ladies. Will result in changes. Fuck it. You're goddamn right. That's a lady? Oh, there we go. Yeah, okay. I like them. I don't want her to be... I want her to be, you know, young. Like, she's like 24. Origin. I don't know what that means. Oh, I see. It affects gameplay. Shut up, Glads and Krusty. Who do we want to be? I don't understand any of these. Blood Echoes. Thank you, Juan. Juan guessed 8. You're doing great, sir. Thanks for being here. I have no idea what any of this shit means. So, who should I pick? She looks like Sarah Silverman. I want to change the way she looks, but I want to do this first though. Easiest is the first one. Okay. Milk toast. Okay, appearance. Here we go. Gender, age. We did that. Voice. Do it. Let me hear it. Oh no. Go with that. Build. I mean, I don't fucking know. It's just a lady. Just go standard. Scale adjustment. Oh, Jesus. I don't fucking know. What's this doing? What's it adjusting? Oh, her head. Oh, I see. Oh, God. I don't give a fuck. Let's make her weird looking. Let's give her a really small head. Give her a really tiny head. Hello, God of War. Hello, Leo Jimmy. No, I've played this once before, but I never really spent... I'm going to make her chest really big and her head really small. This goes out to Anita Sarkeesian. Because, look, I'm a feminist, but fuck you. Sometimes you can have fun with the character customizer. Let's make a really small abdomen. Oh, the triggers make them go... Oh, shit. What's happening? Oh, yeah, nice. Okay. Good tip. Arms are going to be huge. Legs are going to be tiny. She's weird. Not that weird, though. All right, there we go. Jaffe, don't focus on the face. I can't focus on the face. I don't have any control over the face. Okay, so return. Oh, I do. Oh, Jesus, look at the lady. Okay, well, what color? Can I make her blue or something, or she's just like a person? Okay, let's make her super pale. Wait, that is her skin color. Oh, I can change her color. Shinobi Doo! Shinobi Doo! Are you the one watching with your kid? Hello, Shinobi Doo's kid. Thank you for the super chat, sir. I appreciate it. What's my opinion on the game's director? I don't really know who the game's director is, man. Who is it? I want to change this lady's skin. Make her weird looking. But hey, Shinobi Doo, thank you so much for that super chat. I appreciate it, man. You're watching with your kid. Hello, Shinobi Doo's kid. Shinobi Doo's kid. It just looks like she's got a sunburn. Oh my god, she looks very painful. Oh my god, she's horrible looking now. I love it. Hang on. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Alright. That's why I'm not an artist. Face details. Let's see. Let's do... How she looks old, young. Let's make her really ladylike. Let's make her weak. No, let's make her strong. He's making a female version of himself. Fuck you, Sin-Zero. You go straight to hell. Face shape. Oh god, she's terrible looking now. What have I done to this woman? Oh. I love it. Okay. Alright, all you doing? I want to kiss you on the lips. You want to give me a kiss? I do want to give you a kiss. Come over and kiss me behind my ear. That's my sexy spot. Okay. Look at that. Oh. Oh, you poor thing. You poor thing. Oh, my goodness gracious. Look at that. Woo. Oh, my goodness gracious. We're making Hogwash's mama. Okay. Oh, shit. Get on in there. Get on in there. Nose height. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Does this increase her hitbox? Okay. Yeah, is it really less of a hitbox? Oh, my God. She's just not an attractive human. Which is fine. I'm not look shaming her. I'm just saying, you know, that's interesting. Oh my god. Give her some big old nostrils. Nasal size. You know that's going on. Oh, she's fantastic. Oh, what's that do? She's great. No, that's gotta get thick. Oh, it's like her face is gonna pop. Oh, this is gonna be good. Of course she's happy. Let's see if she's sad. Hideous like Mrs. Hogwash, that's right. She can smell their fear. Okay, lip fullness. Let's go with big old thick old lips. Let's make her happy. Yeah, I like her happy. This is Panda Express. Lip protrusion. Hello, dearie. Thick lips. Give me some thick lips, lady. Mouth. Nah, it's better when it's convex. Nope. Oh. I don't know what some of these do. If Game Pass puts the pressure on, would Sony, says Daniel, sell to Amazon? No. They have shown interest. I mean, look. Okay, so my answer would be if Sony sells to Amazon, it probably doesn't have all that much to do with their PlayStation business. I mean, it has something to do with it. I have heard people talk about the fact that people think Sony needs to break apart their PlayStation business from their other business. But I think if Sony sells to Amazon, it will have nothing to do with Game Pass. I think there'll be other reasons. I mean, it's a multi-billion-dollar company. This is fantastically disturbing. Game of the year. Oh my god. If I platinum this, Rob, you have to have sex with this lady. That's the rules. I don't make the rules, Rob. There we go. We got ourselves a hero, folks. Oh, shit. Okay, skin color. Oh, shit. We can do all kinds of shit, right? Can I please make her, like, blue or something? Oh, didn't I already do this? I already did that. I already did this. Lipstick. She's disturbing. I like it. I like it. Okay, we're good. We're fine. She's good enough. Let's give her a beard. Oh, can't. Sorry. Hair color. Okay. Do her hair. Jaffe makes a rule and says, I don't make the rules. I don't make the rules. She looks like a shark mutant. Charlie, I love you. I want you to... Oh, he does look like the troll meme. That's totally true. All right, let's change her fucking hair. Get in here, lady. Oh. Oh, she's not pretty. And nothing's wrong with that. Nothing's wrong with her not being pretty. Oh, my God. That's it. That's it. Oh, no, no, no. That's the one. Hair color. You damn right. You goddamn right. Oh, it's like the Joker. Okay, a little red in there, maybe. I want her to be angry. She's sexy. I'm gonna have sex with her. I'm gonna have sex with her. Wait, no, give me that, you fuckhead. I want the hair color there. I hit X. Why won't it let me have it? Okay, leave me alone. I want to go with some long lashes. Oh, she's fucking hot, man. Okay, oh, pupils. Jesus Christ. What in the fuck is this game? Why do they have so many options? What do I give a fuck what she looks like? She's just gonna die in like 5 fucking seconds because I suck at this game. Okay, tattoo. Woot woot. Okay, here we go. Tattoos. Oh, come on, give me something. That's not good. Nobody cares about that. Oh, Jesus. Can I get a good tattoo? Come on. Yeah, let's do some. Oh. Ah, she's beautiful. She's beautiful. Rob the mod. Come back to bed. There we go. Nah, let's do green. Okay, here we go. Now we're ready to adventure, fellas and Filettis. We got ourselves a hero. Saved. Goddamn right we're saving it. Boom. Boom. Let's do it. Oh, look. Oh, my God. She's ready for adventure. All right. Let's do it. Okay. Is this what it was like designing Twisted Metal characters? No. No. I had professional artists. This is a beautiful woodman. Imagine waking up next to that. You know, be nice, though. But, you know, Kirstoff says, you tell Jaffe not to spend a bunch of time on his face. I know, but it's fun. Jaffe is going to spend 20 minutes making a character to end up quitting in 15 minutes. I might, Jose. I absolutely might. I have a hat. She has a hat. Okay, here we go.
All signed and sealed.
Let's do it.
Now, let's begin the transfusion. Oh, don't you worry.
I'm not worried.
Whatever happens, you may think it all a mere bad dream.
Elvin says if you die in the game, you die in real life. God, I hope not. Okay, here we go. Okay, come on, let's play. I had great concept artists on Twisted Metal, though. I mean, I worked with Charlie Wynn. I worked with Cecil Kim. I worked with Lee Wilson. No, that was, yeah. I worked with a guy named Owen in Utah. No, that was, a lot of people contributed. I just kind of gave a, you know, I'm like, here's the flavor. Here's some examples. You'll like this game doesn't beat around the bush, says Classic. One of the very few cutscenes. Good. Shut up, Okra. I have ADHD, I can't help it. The game makes you think it's harder than it is. Mind the attack patterns. Okay. Rambo, great game to stream. Cool, let's see. Find the first Madman's knowledge, then use it. I don't know what that is. What is Madman's knowledge? Away says, with a face like your characters, I won't be surprised if the monsters are scared of you. That's right.
You found yourself a hunter.
Every character design he gave the artist was the same as this. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Oh, she's not attractive. Okay, view notes. What the fuck is that? Okay. I don't know what that is, but okay. It needs to be brighter. It's dark. Hang on. What? No, wrong key. Wrong key. Is there an option for options? Okay, there we go. I wonder, beware of the wolf. Okay. I wonder if this game is going to be difficult. I don't have bad latency on my capture card. I don't even notice it, but I know this game is so specific. Jaffe says it's alive. Jaffe's going to learn the hard way. Okay, here we go. Does not open to this side. Don't be aware, let it kill me. Well, I don't know who to listen to. You guys are all saying different shit. I'm more than happy to summon anybody who wants. So these are notes that have been left behind by people, right? Thank you, Matt Parson. Matt Parson dropped some super chat. You know I appreciate it, sir. He says this is an absolute gem of the game and the music. I hope you dig it. Me too, sir. Beware of the lair, therefore remember church. Thank you, Matt Parson. I appreciate it. Online, the game is awful. What do you mean, man? Jaffe, you can set up passwords so we can be family. You can't summon me. I'm too high level. Okay, gotcha. There's no shame in strategic retreat. So what is this? Is this a real player or that's actually AI telling me a ghost? Okay, I don't know what any of this shit is. Lock on, release. Okay. Attack, right. Okay. Those are real players that died. Okay. I wonder if he's going to struggle equipping his weapons. Set the password. Or how do I set the password? Woman waits ahead. These are notes from players, right? That they just left notes there. View Spectre. What? Red Ghost has watched them die. Pet the wolf. I don't like this. I think you should put the time in to find out about the systems. Well, that's what I'm playing it for. It's not a stealth game. Okay, small pebbles found throughout can be thrown, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Death count 1. Press, okay. Blah, blah, blah. I don't care. Fat, you can join Voice Party chat if you have something interesting to say. Just don't be boring. Oh, do something, dude. No, I want to view you. Is he just standing there? Can I remove the headpiece? What's the headpiece? I don't know what I'm looking at. What, should I view all these specters? Is there any value to this? Like, what is this giving me? Anything or no?
Hey, Chappie.
What's up?
Okay, I'm gonna try to give you as many pointers as I can in this game. So.
Well, don't
I'll go one by one.
I don't want to have a big conversation with you right now, man. Do me, Kirstoff. Let me. I'll call you on the chat in a minute. Let me kind of get into it first.
Okay.
All right, thanks, man. Those are just players' final moments. Okay, I'm just gonna go up the stairs, get the cleaver. Okay. Did I die? What just happened? I did see your sweet tooth tattoo. Yes, you may post it here. You should post it in the picture section. But it was great, and I'll tweet it out later tonight. Okay, let me ask the chat. All this shit here, do I need to read all this shit? Because it's like every time I take 5 steps and there's always something else to click on, and I just kind of feel like that's how you enter back into the world. Go back. Okay, how do I go back? I was supposed to go up the steps. Okay. Okay, go up the steps. That was great, fellas. I went up the steps, thanks. Accept the gift. Okay. Okay, now what? Bottom of the steps. Okay. Oh, did I just see it? Damn. Okay. Is blood attack damage? I'll pick the pistol. So what do I take? Blood attack. Take the cleaver. Axe. I don't know. Fuck it, I'll take the cleaver. I saw that first. How do I equip it? Fuck. I want to let me use. Oh, got it. Got it. Okay. Where's my gun? Okay. I did play it a long time ago, Charlie. It's been a while. Where's my axe? Okay, wait, what? Where's that? Marcus, I appreciate you subbing, pal. Thank you so much. Oh, got it. Got it, okay. Okay. So there's a charge, there's a tap. I Moopo, I appreciate that. Thank you so much, sir. Thanks for the super chat. What's that doing? Oh, that changes the thing. All right. Moopo, thanks, man. That's awesome. Okay. And then that's my gun. How do I know my bullets? Okay, so let me go fight. Where do I go now? Try the transform attack. R1, L1. Right, that? It's just a different weapon. It just has more range. Talk to the doll at the bottom of the steps. Press L1 immediately after. Ooh. Nice. Okay. Hello, Okra. It's good to see you, sir. I'm glad you're here with us. Okay, there's a doll at the bottom of the steps. Okay. Oh, there she is. Inspect. Okay, now what? You need one insight to talk. Well, what the fuck do I do in this game? This game is confusing as fuck. You need to kill the first boss. Okay, well, where's the first boss? Go to the first tombstone. Okay, so go back to that. Okay, so this is my dream. Is that the idea? Okay. I see. So these will take me to different places. Is that right? Okay, so we want to go to this one. All right, here we go, fellas. Shit's about to get real. I hope you're not scared, because I'm not scared. I feel very good about our chances here in the realm of the Bloodborne. That's first. Okay. Have I died, Bacon Magma? No, I only died once with the werewolf. I'm probably about to die 10 more times. Okay, that's heavy. That's light. Got it. Okay. Come on, motherfucker. Is there a dodge? Is there a dodge? How do I get out of the way? There it is. Lock on with the right stick. Got it. Okay, good to know. Always lock on. Good to know. Thank you, fellas. You're invincible when you roll. Okay, good to know. Shinobi News, kid, your dad's smart. Okay, lock on. Rob, how did you say you beat this the first time? You didn't even have a weapon. When you're locked, your dodge is a dash. If you hit charge attack to the rear, okay, you can punch it to death. Fuck you. See how his eyes were glowing blue? That's all your blood echoes from the last time you died. If you kill the enemy you killed last. Oh, that's totally like, the Jedi's totally like this. Okay. Watch my stamina. Fuck, what the fuck does my stamina do? What's the stamina for, Daimo? Oh, is it my dash? Oh, I see. Gotcha. Got Gotcha. Is any enemy you hit... God damn it, move. He's not moving. Is any enemy you hit from the back critical or just this guy? Transform the weapon into short mode. Oh, even when you swing, it takes stamina? You mentioned a join button. Mupo, you talking about memberships? That's absolutely happening. I just haven't done it yet. I was going to show you some of the emoticons that Octorok was making. If player and the enemy attack each other in close combat, the same enemy hits the player. Okay. All right, give me a minute. I got guns for parry. God damn, you guys. This game's not easy. Okay, so, okay, let me make sure I get it. Okay, that takes stamina. Okay, and if I make it smaller, it still takes a lot of stamina, doesn't it? Seems like it takes the same. Toggle weapon mode, L1, target right, I got it. If you shoot right before he's going to strike, he opens up. Got it. Okay. If you time your gunshot, okay. So how do I know whether to use this? I was trying to do the what's it called? The parry move. You have to shoot him at the right time. Okay, R1 quick attack, less stamina. Well, now I got it. I'm a fucking master. The game doesn't help when it's capped at 30 frames. Is it capped at 30 frames? Use objects to your favor as barricades. There's a mechanic where if you get hit, you have a few seconds to absorb health back by attacking the enemy. Press up on the D-pad. What was that? What just happened there? I pressed up on the D-pad. What did it do? Yeah, we'll have members-only streams sometimes. Depends on what we're talking about. You sacrifice health for bullets. So did I get new bullets? I guess I did. Oh, there's my bullets up there. Okay, I understand now. Got it. Okay, where am I going? Is there a map? Do I need a map or no? You just explore. Get what item? I'm so pretty. Why don't you love me? I'm so pretty. There's an item. Oh, that's an item? This is an item? Okay. Perfect. Okay, let's go kill something. Or try to. I'm starting to remember this game now. I love this world. This world is so beautiful. So somebody was asking me about the director of this game. Who was the director and what else have they done? Or is this their first thing? Have I played Dark Souls? No. I have it. There's a bad guy here to the right, if I remember. This game makes me scared. When a gate is closed, you find a switch or lever. Got it. Oh, lock on. I forgot. Good point. Oh, he did Sekiro. Okay, good to know. You can sprint past the enemies. Yeah, I know, but I want to get good at it, man. He did Dark Souls, Demon Souls, Sekiro, and this. Holy, and Kingsfield? Jesus Christ, man. Okay. The enemies drop items sometimes, or usually not so much. Oh, I guess they do. Hey, got ourselves a blood vial. Now, if I remember correctly, yeah, I mean, just the details. Look at that beautiful, it's like a fucking weird Victorian wheelchair. He's making Elden Ring. Okay. He didn't do Kingsfield. Oh, okay, gotcha. Kingsfield was crazy. It was so early, but we played that. It first came out on PlayStation. Oh, is this Miyazaki? Okay. Yeah, there's an enemy behind this gate that I remember being really hard. At least for me. Sober Hippie, how am I liking it? I mean, I'm just getting started. I've said before, I love the world of this game, Sober Hippie. I adore it. I love the fiction and the world and the art. I've never been that good at it, but I kind of feel like with the chat's help, maybe I can approach, because what I was, honestly, my motivation is seeing how good, again, I'm all mixed up, Demon Souls or Dark Souls looks on PS5. I'm like, God, I'd like to be able to play that game, because the world looks so cool. So I'm hoping I can get good enough at this kind of game. So, I don't know if Miyazaki's grabbed me by the nuts yet, Okra. It depends. Let's see how I do. I've played this before and it was too hard for me, but I think you're talking about Mikami. Yeah, Demon Souls. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Okay. Somebody's here. Jeffy, what are you doing? Find something to fight, you fucking moron. Okay, that's where I came from. Thank you, Okra. I appreciate it. Nothing's over there. Must be this way. Okay. Look for the ladder past the cart. Okay. Oh, can I open those? Okay. There's a ladder. It may not help it being good in Demon Souls, but in terms of just this kind of practiced, careful play. Oh, Nightmare Creatures was great. So wait, oh, is this? You should pick up the yellow glowing items on the wall. Okay. What lever? Right, you build up focus and chill. The lever's right here? Am I losing my fucking mind? Oh, next to where I just picked up? Oh, that? Is this a lever? Oh, Jesus, that fucking blends. Okay, how do I hit the lever? Just attack it? If you super chat 500 while I play on LSD, No, I'd play on LSD for free if you send me some LSD. But that it doesn't sound safe, though. I'm not opposed to drugs at all, but I'm very much opposed to drugs that can fuck you up badly. Oh, DMT? I don't want to play on DMT. I want to experience DMT, man. Kidding? I'm hyped for Squadrons 2, Troy. I'm very excited about that game. Light lamps. Jesus, you guys know everything. How do I light lamps? Did I miss one? Here's a lamp. What do I do? Go back. Is Squadrons coming to Game Pass? It probably will eventually with EA Play. Are these lamps? Can I light these? Oh, right. These things. Okay. Is there value to destroying breakables? Like, is anything inside them or just a waste of stamina and time? Is there a block in this game or no? Okay, you find bullets. You find bullets in boxes. Okay. Oh, lock on. Right, okay. And you can roll into them. How stingy are they with blood vials? Like, should you use them a lot, or is it like Resident Evil old school? Andreas, thank you so much for the super chat, man. I appreciate it. A nice little sticker. One up. Thanks, pal. Now, this guy's hard, if I remember. Andreas, thanks, man. I appreciate that super chat and that sticker, bud. I have to go up to him and do the visceral? What's the visceral? Zobek, thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate it. He says, bareback the blue. I don't know what that means, but I appreciate your generosity. I appreciate you being here with us. And I appreciate you writing a wacky chat, which makes no sense. Ignore him. Right by the gate, you die. Okay. Mupo, thank you for the banana, pal. I appreciate that. Super chat stickers going crazy up in here. Thanks, fellas. Very nice. Zobek and Mupo. Thanks, fellas. The gun parry was great. Thanks, man. I'm trying my best. Right, to lock on. I keep forgetting. Oh, he's got a shield. Fuck. You always heal first and strike seconds. Oh, there's no loading in the game. Nice. As soon as you get one insight, go and get the bell. Okay, I don't know what an insight is, but I assume I'll know when I get there, right? Okay, so ignore this guy. What does the blood echo do? Pull the lever. Kiristoffa, thank you for the super chat, sir. I appreciate it. You can teach me some things in the text, Kiristoffa. It's hard for me to talk on the phone right now when I'm playing a game that I'm trying to understand. But if you want to type some text shit, I would love to read it. Absolutely. I did see that, Mutant Mo. Spawn did a great cover for Chad Boseman. It was great. Blood Echoes are the game's currency. Okay, they level you up. What do you get when you level up, Leon Saurus? Oh shit, here he comes. Jaffe, you moron. Fucking moron. Goddamn right. Goddamn right. I'm feeling good now. Okay, so you can up stats. Okay, got it. Cool. All right. But yeah, Kiristoffa, I appreciate the generosity, pal, and just hit me up if you want to chat in the chat. And I'll take a call later if I have time and I'm still playing, but it's really hard for me at the moment when I'm learning something new to also talk. Roger Moore. Hey, Roger Moore. I loved you in the James Bond motion picture. Thanks for following, pal. I appreciate that very much. Oh, right. I already did that. Okay. If you level your strength, you get stronger. Okay. Shinobi Dude, thank you. Shoot an enemy just before they hit you and then hit R1. Okay. If you die, you lose your echoes to the enemy, says Kiristoffa. You die a second time, you lose your echoes forever. Okay, well, I'm planning on losing them forever then. Once you find the keys, you can drive one of the 13 vehicles. Oh, fuck you. That's a lie, Peapod, you moron. You can ignore the enemies. Yeah, but I wanna get good at them, though. He can enter a boss room to get insight. Okay. Okay. Look up a video, First Madman's Knowledge, to find the First Madman's Knowledge. Well, I don't want to look up a video right now. I want to play. Can somebody tell me where to go? You're the only YouTuber I super chat, says Shinobi-Doo, because me and my dad have countless memories playing Twisted on PS1. Well, listen, if you guys had PS1 and you bought it legally, that's all you owe me for that. I appreciate you guys playing. I love you have those memories with your dad. That means a great deal to me. But you do not owe me a super chat at all. If you want a super chat to support the stream, I will appreciate it. But I mostly appreciate you being here and hanging out with us. But thank you for that. And I love hearing that people... I've heard that, not a bunch, but I hear that at times that people played the Twisted Metal games with their dads or their brothers and stuff, and they had good memories. I love that. It makes me really happy. R1, L1, L1. Then you dodge and hit. So R1, L1, L1. Dodge roll, R1 again. Okay, let's give it a shot. All right. Thank you, Mutant Mo. I appreciate it. I'm the only streamer you care about, Mutant Mo. Why? Why do you care about me? Give me some insight. Let me do some research. What is it I do that the other folks don't do that makes you say, I'm going to come hang out with the Jaffe folks over on the Gavin and Guy shit? How do you send Rob the Mod $5? Probably PayPal. It's a good idea. I would imagine Rob has PayPal, but he's on the stream. Ask him. Oh! Jaffe. Oh, lock on. What is L1 just the left hand? Like it's no faster? No, L1 is the, oh, it changes the weapon. Okay. Mutant Mo, oh, it's good to know. Okay, good. What the fuck? How do I get out of here? Hello, nerdy gamer. Oh, there we go. There we go. Eric, how's the game so far? So far, oh shit! So far, I mean, I've played it before, but never very good. But I'm feeling better about it at the moment. But that's probably shit, Jaffe, moron. That's probably because I have some help from you guys. L2 just before they attack, right, to do the parry, okay. Why'd you get banned, Taffy Daffy, on YouTube? What happened? You fucker. Oh, shit. Pirates. Shit! Shit! You know what? Fuck you, motherfucker. Okay. No big deal. NBD. NBD, you know what the kids say. Not a problem, pal. I got this. I got this. Does this play like Tsushima? Fuck no. Tsushima I can be a badass in. Jaffe, you gotta focus, man. I'm packing heat. I don't know about that, sir. What's down there? Knock on the doors to get health? Really? Which ones?
Are you that outsider? Well, sorry, but I don't want anything to do with you. Trot along, will ya?
Well, I didn't get no health from that. Wait, what do you mean block, parry, and dodge? There's no block in this game, is there? Dumb. Get behind them and attack. Okay. I'm trying to single out enemies, but the problem is they keep... I alert one. Do you back the blue? What does that mean? The cops? I back the idea of cops. I think there's a lot of bad cops out there because they don't stop the really bad cops from doing what they do. So do I think some people join the force because they want to be good and help humanity? Absolutely. And do I think the institution of the Brotherhood of Police makes it difficult for those cops to call out corruption and racism in the force? Absolutely. And do I think we need to reallocate funds for police stations to bring in social workers and therapists to help with the number of the calls? So every time we send a cop out, it doesn't result in a shooting when it could have just be someone who needs to be talked down from a ledge? Absolutely. I can try to get behind them. There's my answer. If you hit him from behind, okay. Well, I'm trying, Tyler. I tried. Wait, what do you mean there's no point in breaking objects? People were telling me there was a point in breaking objects. It's where you get bullets from. A cop has not been cruel to me quite at night, no, but I'm white. It doesn't mean they're not cruel to white people, but again, we're talking about the racism in the office, in the department. Okay, there are no bullets. Well then, why am I doing that then? Okay, fair enough. I appreciate that. Thanks for giving me the fucking real deal, these fucking liars. Okay, so I would love to bait these guys one at a time. If someone attacks straight on, dodge forward and get behind them. Okay, let's try it. Trying to get behind him, I can't. Was that an execution move? Back up, let him chase you from the main group. Got it, okay. Rally, thank you for the super chat, sir. You know I appreciate that. He says, Jaffe, the picture posted earlier needs to be edited. The sooner the better. Yeah, absolutely, man, I will. As soon as the stream, I'm going to make it private. And then I'll edit it out. Okay, see, I'm confused. I thought when I'm rolling, I'm invulnerable. Is that not the case? So I've been trying to roll through their attacks. But Rally, thanks, man. I appreciate the super chat and the advice. I think you're absolutely right. Shit, Jack, moron. Oh, you're invulnerable just for a moment. Yeah, I guess that's not it. Doge, you don't need to give me fucking super chat ducats. Thank you. Oh shit, Doge, look what you did. Move, you fuck. Doge, I appreciate that. You know I do, man. That's very kind of you. You don't need to do that. Star Wars Squadrons, yeah. Do you know when that unlocks, Doge? Why can I not roll? Roll, you fuck. Shit. It's during the startup and the action of the roll. So let's play Star Wars Squadrons Friday, says Joseph. I agree. I would love to. I'm trying to figure out if I'm going to play it at midnight first, and then maybe we can do multiplayer on Friday for the stream. I'm doing better than you have, Magic Circle. Good to know. Should I pick the axe? Can I go back and get it? Your weapon being smaller is easier. All right, let's do it. When you're not locked on, you roll. Okay. And it's better to roll because I can roll through them. Tyler, you don't seem pushy. I appreciate the help. I'm trying to get behind him. I love that idea. But like by the time I get behind them, like I don't have, my rotation speed is not that fast. Mutant Mo says Star Wars is going to be great on stream. Look, that's the tricky part. I've already bought it. I have no idea if it's good or not. Nobody does yet. Has there been any previews or anything? Like, or any early impressions? Oh shit, move, Jeffy. If I lock on though, I can't roll, right? And if I lock on, I can't get behind him. I'm out of consumables. The consumables don't travel with me? Like from death to death? Oh shit. Okay, strafing is better than rolls. Okay, good to know. I gotta reinstall my VR though, and I gotta make sure I have enough space on my drives. Oculus does this weird thing where they don't let you install their main system on anything but the C drive, which is really frustrating because my C drive is my least fat drive, and so I gotta see if I can clear out a bunch of shit in order to do it.
You that outsider? Well, sorry, but I don't want anything to do with you. Trot along, will ya?
Bloodborne 100%. Oh my god, this game. There's a faint outline of health that you can recover? Really? Tyler, that's nice of you to say. Thanks, sir. Have you tried playing with the flight stick? No. Try not to mash attack because you get stuck in the animation. Okay. Count my hits. What do you mean, Hypoxia? You can recover lost hit points immediately after getting hit by attacking. Just by attacking? Okay. Oh wait, keeping stamina at bay. Oh right, I see. I see what you mean. Okay. All right, here we go. Here we go. I never talked to Jack Tretton. I don't know if I've ever spoken to the guy. Maybe once or twice. How do I put pebbles? Use the option button, allocate pebbles to quick items. What's it? Oh, I see. Got it. Okay. How do I know which one's going to get thrown? Okay, don't waste the cocktail. So how do I know which one is like, which one is which? Well, I guess at this point it's that one, so. Oh, lock on and throw a square. Okay.
That's your command. You'd open a door on a night of a hunt.
How is this fun for you guys? How is this a fun game for anybody? This game is super fucking frustrating. You get addicted eventually? Okay. When you get to the first boss, okay. Difficult too a little bit because when they die, it takes a second for all their life health bar to drain, and so you don't really have the data.
die!
I'm a huge Nintendo guy. I love Nintendo. Giant behind the door and the werewolves, Tyler? Good night, Michael Day. Good to see you, man. Thanks for hanging out with us. I appreciate it very much. This is a bad game to stream because I can't pay attention to the chat. It takes all my concentration to play this fucking game. Wrong button, Jeff. Thank you, Melina Khan. I appreciate that. Melina says they love the streams. I appreciate it, pal. Go from the other side at the top. Oh, I see. Yep, yep. Your average psych, thank you so much for that super chat. I appreciate it. Very generous. He says, Vincent Price initially wanted to avoid horror due to the fear of being typecast. Do you ever feel that TM and God of War have typecast you in the public eye? No. because I don't think I'm that in the public eye. I think maybe if I went to a, you know, Japanese RPG company and said I wanted to direct the new Chrono Trigger, they might be like, well, you've never done that before. But at least in America, I think I'm equipped to kind of move around as needed. I could be wrong, but no, I've not felt that way, your average site. So it's a good question. I appreciate the question, by the way. Regardless, thank you for the super chat and the you being here. So thank you. Shit, your average psych, you fuck me. You fuck me good. You motherfucker. Shit.
You better up dead! Away! Away!
This game. Alright, kill the fat guy? Okay. That's it for me, fellas. I'm done with that game. Boop. 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 There it is. It's gone. It's gone. It's gone. Goodbye. Goodbye. Fuck that game. It's not a rage quit. I can't. It's just, that has ceased being fun. That has ceased being entertaining for me. I'm just like, yeah, I think we're done with that. I think we're done with that. Yep. All right, fellas, listen. It's been a weird chat today. We had a lot of technical snafus, a lot of technical difficulties. But I appreciate you hanging in there with me. It's been a lot of fun to spend some time with you guys and gals. I want to tell you some stuff. Tomorrow is Earth Defense Force 5. Tomorrow we'll be chatting at 3 o'clock, 3:15. Tomorrow night at about 12:01, that's really tomorrow morning, Friday early morning, if they have released Star Wars Squadron at midnight or even before, if it's 9 o'clock on the East Coast, midnight on the East Coast, I'll be doing a late night stream of Star Wars Squadrons. If not, the next day we'll be doing Star Wars Squadrons. Okay, so There you go. I will absolutely go. I'm going to go make this chat private and try to get rid of the porn on it. If I can get rid of the porn, that's great. If not, this chat you will never see again, unfortunately, because I don't want to get my YouTube channel destroyed. But I appreciate the super chats. I appreciate Bukaki and Rob and all the great mods today. I appreciate all the good conversations today. At David Scott Jaffe, that's the best place to find me. Join our Discord. And that's kind of the gist, fellas. It's great to see you. I appreciate you spending time with me. I'll see you guys tomorrow, hopefully. Bye.